Hello. Oh wait,
Hi, y'all.
Mars needs to be in her Ace Attorney outfit. It's Ace
Oh,
Attorney
shit.
time.
Well, so do you.
I am.
And not on my screen, you're not.
Now you're in your Maya one. Why are we dimming?
I shouldn't be in Maya. I just put on my other one.
Okay. There we go. Success.
I
Let
put on
me.
my investigations.
Your investigations is here.
You're telling me
Let
I'm
me.
wearing two cosplays?
You have multiple cosplays. Okay, hold on. We haven't used this with Mars in it before, so let's fix the screen a little bit.
I think
Whoa.
the last time this was used, I was sick.
Yes, the last time this was used, this was made specifically for the Ace Attorney game show. However, I feel like it also works here good for this.
This will work great here.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're at your podium. I'm at my podium.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
exactly.
awesome.
All right, hello everybody. Nicole, I'm so glad that you could make it. It's hilarious that it worked out that we had to move Ace Attorney and you could still make it. How wild, huh? That's
That
pretty
is
nuts.
crazy.
I think we are set everywhere. Let me actually turn this music up maybe a little.
I mean, if you're a pro Lakitu, then obviously the answer is yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so that you can have the like someone pantses you. Whoop, nope. Now I'm Maya underneath my K Faraday. You know, who knew? Whoop whoop. Phoenix somehow. I'm somehow wearing a full suit under my Shilong Lang costume where the front is open a lot.
Yeah. You pull down Phoenix's pants and then it's younger Phoenix underneath.
Oh no. Don't want that. Don't want that. Alright, guys. But welcome, everybody. Hello. Thank you for joining us on this weird day, different time,
Yes.
and completely different stream.
Our poor host of the Dylan Show sadly isn't feeling too well.
He is thankfully
week.
on the mend today, but
Oh,
it is
good.
still not good. He's just better than he was yesterday.
It's an improvement.
It is an improvement.
Definitely
indeed.
an improvement.
I thought my dog woke up.
But
please don't wake up.
We wish the host
Stay
of the
asleep.
Dylan's show a very speedy recovery.
Exactly. So today you're stuck with the two lovable side characters of the Dylan show.
Exactly.
Mars and Ori. And what are we doing today? Today we are doing... Oh, okay. I was very confused.
I just wrote Mars on my bank statement instead of March.
Never
Never multitask, you guys.
Nice.
Never multitask. Yep, nope, that's exactly what I wanted to write.
It's a pig sweater with a big O and a heart, yeah. And so the characters get beefier as they age. They put on another costume over there. Lovely. Ah, thank you, Luke. I'll make sure he knows.
That is how it's done, don't you know?
But let us see, guys. So for everyone who doesn't know, what are we doing today? Today we are doing what I am lovingly call Pass to Smash, which is taking a character, at least one is all I guarantee.
For now.
At least one character that Dylan, Mars, and myself have all passed on during our Smasher Pass game.
A collective pass, not a half pass, a quarter pass, full pass.
A full-on pass. That specifically do have, like, speaking roles and sprites, right? I'm not counting, like, you know, like, the dead characters that we never actually really get to meet. You know, we're not counting those. Because honestly, that would just be a lot at that point, too. I mean, it's already a lot. And
they are the ugliest of the ugh. And what are we going to do with them?
What I did to Luke Atmey, and that is make him hot. I mean, a lot of people already thought Luke Atmey was hot, but I will say that every time I think about him now, I only think about him in the hot version way, and thus I am incredibly, sadly, horribly disappointed when I see the
bias is strong with it.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the thumbnail for this video, to see him go from gremlin to not bad.
Yeah, right. Like I do a good job, guys. I'm trying.
What a transformation!
Where is it?
So, why should Luke Atmey be the only one to receive such special treatment? And that is where you guys come in.
There he is.
Once Ori pulls
This
up
is
what
the
she needs to
hot
pull
Luke
up.
Atmey. I gotta show him off. I love him so much. He's great.
Look
All
at
right.
this man. Look at this man.
So, you guys voted to sort of parse down the amount of characters we got to vote on stream. So let me add those in here. What characters do we have in the lineup today? Well, let me take a look here. We have
And thanks to you guys, we helped narrow them down.
Dr. Gray. Look at him, indeed.
Look at him, indeed.
We have Mo Curls. So this is what we'll do the verses like this. Don't vote yet. I'm gonna line them all up first, and then we'll go. We have Mike
Ori's got a strategy here, you guys.
Meekins.
I always forget his first name is Mike.
Yep. I remember it because Dylan goes, Michael Meekins, sir! All the time. Young
Why do I have no
Gumshoe.
memory of that?
Oh, yeah. I remember it very vividly. Ooh, we have Sister Bikini. Not Sitter. Sister
Oh.
Bikini.
I am surprised she made it to the next bracket.
Mm-hmm. Who's this versus Winston Payne,
Oh, that's a fascinating matchup.
who does have multiple outfits. So, in cases like that, if Winston Payne wins, we will then vote on, is it young Payne or, present Payne?
Are we doing pompadour Payne or
Yeah.
bald toupee Payne?
Well, he doesn't have a toupee. He's just balding.
I thought he had a toupee. Oh, no, wait, that was Frank Saw It.
And then lastly, we will have Maggie Bird. This would be just waitress versus patrol officer uniform, not her security guard uniform, for we have not smashed our past on that yet.
Yes.
Versus Frank Saw It.
We still have a whole game to get through.
I always don't know where his H goes. Okay.
I think it's
All right,
Saw Hit like
yeah,
that.
It's Saw Hit. Exactly. All right, everyone. Insert Squidward. Oh no, he's hot. Yeah, exactly. That's where we are. That's what this is. Beautiful.
That is exactly what this is. You know what game you're playing, Lakitu.
All right. So, starting off the night, do we want to see Dr. Gray or Mo Curls? Well, I'll put a little 1 or a 2 here. Yeah, I don't know, Pastry Puff. I have to look it up. I fuck it up.
I
every
always
single
thought
time.
it was like Saw It, like he saw
Yeah,
it.
I don't. It is. He saw it.
Oh, wow. We have a vote
Okay, we
for
got a Gray,
all
a
four going across the
Meekins,
board.
a Paynes, and a Saw It.
And a Saw It.
We got a
Oh.
Gray. Hello, Enthuse. Welcome.
MP. Oh, you already
Oh.
voted for Gray. You're just saying
Yep.
Gray time again.
Nicole is a Gray.
Okay.
All right. If the H comes first, we'll switch him in post.
I'm looking it up.
Oh, Pastry Puff already beat you to it, Mars. It's H first. S-A-H.
Ah,
That's what I
man.
thought. And then Mars, like,
I could have sworn it was the other way around, because the other way just doesn't look right to me.
all right. Yes, Enthuse, Lakitu. Do we make Mo a smash or do we make Gray a smash? Who else is here in chat? Pastry Puff.
Oh,
hasn't voted.
Enthuse
Wow,
is
everyone's
Gray.
going for Gray. I'm so. I will
Okay,
have to ask afterwards.
When I saw him, I basically said he looks like a grumpier version of Percy from
Yeah.
Vox Machina.
Well,
And Percy is pretty good looking,
Lakitu
so
goes for Mo.
that
I'm
one
so
might not be too
curious.
hard.
And I'll actually ask after, so don't answer yet. But I'm so curious what everyone's like criteria is, because like no one voted for Dahlia Iris, right? And I have my suspicions as to why. What are people voting for specifically? But I don't know. That's what we'll find out. Exactly, Enthuse. I believe everybody has their criteria. Pastry Puff, are you going to add in your vote? Gray has an animal feature because he has skunk hair.
If that's your
Indeed.
criteria, Nicole.
It works, it works. I mean, I don't think that Mo can win anyway, sadly, so. We will move over. It is Dr. Gray.
Maybe he'll win another night.
All right, moving the way down. MP already voted for Mike Meekins, but it's Meekins versus Gumshoe. Now, this is specifically young Gumshoe, as I have always smashed present Gumshoe. But young Gumshoe just didn't do it for me.
Young Gumshoe was like, thanks, but no thanks.
All right, pastry puff. Meekins, Gumshoe. All right.
Oh, we got Nicole for the young Gumshoe.
We got a pastry puff for Meekins. We already had MP for Meekins. Meekins, sir!
Meekins, sir!
Beautiful.
Very nice. Oh, I think Meekins might run away with this one.
We shall see. You know, people have their criteria.
If we make Meekins hot, though, I can't wait to see what you do with the stop
I already
sign
saw.
face.
I already
I'm
saw one person.
so curious.
I already saw one like I've seen one artist rendition of Meekins, which is very hot, and just like I saw a rendition of Gant.
Oh, Nicole, you want to change your vote to Meekins?
Oh, okay. This is your reason exactly, Nicole. See, this is the reason I expected everybody to have. To me, and I think the reason that nobody voted for Iris or Dahlia is because you guys smash already.
I mean, they are
You're
admittedly
voting for
pretty.
characters that you guys also passed on, right? So we're really coming to the unanimous of who is the most passed character.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier. Who is the ugliest of the ugh?
All right, well, that looks like everybody. It is Mike Meekins.
Alrighty.
That doesn't count for Mo, though? What do we mean it doesn't count for Mo, though? Moving on. MP already voted for
I think
Winston
Mo was
Payne.
just too lovable. He's perfect the way he is.
Yeah, it does. Versus Sister Bikini. Ooh. Tough choices. You don't think anyone smashed Mo? That's true. But it's less because he's, like, one, it's hard with the clown makeup. And two...
Oh, Nicole says Sister
Nicole
Bikini.
really wants Sister Bikini to win here. I have insider knowledge of who Dylan wants to win.
Oh, Lakitu says Sister too.
Oh, another Sister Bikini. Oh, Enthuse, another Sister
Enthuse
Bikini.
for Sister Bikini. Oh my.
Yeah, okay, you guys are trying to give me a challenge.
I'm seeing you, chat. I see where your interests lie.
I see. Give her the summer look she always brags about. I see though. I see what you guys are like trying to give Ori a hard time.
Yes.
All right. Pastry Puff, I don't think you voted on this one. Do you have a preference, Bikini or Winston Payne? Payne is already hot. No, Dick Hair Payne is not hot. Yeah, that's what I expected, Pastry Puff. Same with Sal. Sal had some votes, Hottie had no votes. Or did he have one vote? Alright, well then it's Sister Bikini. Last but not least, I think I can bet on who's gonna win, but Maggie Bird versus Frank Sott. MP already voted for Frank. Okay, yeah, there was one vote for Hottie. Was it Dylan?
Who was it?
No, it was Enthused. Ooh, originally it was
Huh.
Hottie over Kudo. But Kudo got
Enthused
booted
says
out.
saw it.
Yeah, this is what I'm expecting. Saw it, yep.
Pastry Puff saw it.
Maggie Bird is already a smash to some, so and it would be too easy. Yep. Yeah, see, yeah. Well, Nicole, yeah, like that's why I'm specifically taking away Night Guard Maggie, because she has improved, as we all stated when we met her.
Yes.
All right.
Just something about the outfit really helped.
Yep. I think it's all saw it. All right.
You all seen it, you all saw it, you all voted saw it.
Now, I will say, I am happy that there is a game, that in this game, there is a woman that is so unsmashable. Just like the guys. You know, sometimes it's kind of lopsided, right? Sometimes you have, like, it's all guys. But, you know, we have Sister Bikini here.
We have
had Maggie
balance
Bird
now.
here.
This is great.
Yeah, easy, exactly. All right, so we have Gray, Meekins, Bikini, and Saw It. So let's move to round 2. We have Dr. Gray versus Mike Meekins. And then we have Sister Bikini. Whoop. Sister Bikini versus, who was it? Frank Saw It. And I'm going to spell it right this time. Frank Saw It. All right. Cast your votes. Gray or Meekins?
I know who I would
I feel
vote
like this
for.
is tough. I think I know who's gonna go though. Let me let my dog out of the room. She's dying. Are you dying? You can't hear me. Go on.
Hopefully she's not. Oh, okay. I see Pastry Puff. You're saying Meekins. I know, Nicole. This one's rough. But we gotta make a choice.
All right, we got a Pastry Puff Meekins. Preg
We
says
got Nicole
Meekins
for Meekins
Saw
and
It.
Bikini.
Meekins and Bikini.
Oh, News says Gray.
Enthuse for Gray.
Lakitu
goes
says Meekins and Bikini. Any more votes?
Yes, I think Meekins has won.
I do believe Meekins has run away with the prize.
Pastry Puff is abstaining from Bikini versus Saw It. We'll put one here for Pastry Puff. Okay, I think we need Enthuse to vote for Bikini versus Saw It.
Enthuse says Bikini.
If Meekin's in bikini, in a bikini, that would be terrifying. The
Well, that brought
micro-bikini
two images to
vampire.
mind, Nicole. Both
Yeah,
were bad.
I avoided one of those. I explicitly
I
avoided
could
one
not.
interpretation.
Sadly, it was immediately triggered by the phrasing.
All right, that looks like everybody. So it's Sister Bikini. All right, final round.
Yeah,
Mars
I
bonk
deserve that,
indeed.
Enthuse.
Sister Bikini.
Nicole, phrasing. How did you avoid that? How did you not realize?
I avoided it. Anyone can avoid it. Yeah, there you go. All right, versus
Ouch.
Mike
But deserve.
Meekins. Duel. Choices, indeed, Pastry Puff. This is the time to cast your vote. Meekins from MP.
This is a hard one.
You didn't have to go put it that way, Mars. Indeed. Pastry Puff for Meekins. Enthuse is Bikini.
Bikini all the way.
I think we have an odd number of chat participants, so this should not end up in a tie. All right, it is currently a tie.
Goes for
Who's
sister.
the decider vote right now? I think it's Pastry Puff voted. Is it Nicole? I think I know who Nicole's voting for.
Nicole says Bikini.
Yeah, there it is. Bikini. All right. That's everybody. I'll wait 1 minute. If anybody else who has yet to speak up in chat would like to cast their vote, now is the time. This is the final vote down. Doo-doo-doo.
Speak now or forever hold your
Doo-doo-doo.
bikinis.
Yeah, exactly. We have 1 minute until it says 7:50 on my clock.
Yes.
We shall see.
Anyone else feel like this week is going super fast?
No.
Oh,
I want
well,
my parents
okay,
to take my dog back.
I'm sorry, Ori. I forgot your dog warp time.
You did vote Smash for Bikini Enthuse? Ooh. Did you vote? And you voted for Bikini? Well, let's see if I can make her even more of a Smash. And remember, I'm not trying to fully alter the character. Like, I literally just typed in bikini into Google, and that was obviously not helpful. But the goal is, of course, not to completely change the character, right? As I did with Luke Atmey, he still had his long nose. He still, had his chin, his hair, and everything. I
Still had the
gussied him up a little
recognizable features. So
Yeah.
I think the cheek flaps will have to stay.
Well, she will definitely be a curvaceous short stack, of course.
And with that, it is 750.
All right, let me get as many images as I can of Sister Bikini, the winner.
Yes, of the very first pass to Smash.
Yes, woo!
What
Just
a
give her the old
trendsetter.
cult eyeliner. I don't know if that makes her a Smash right off the bat.
I don't know if that would help.
I feel
But we could
like...
definitely add it to her Smash version.
We're
Oh
definitely
wow,
gonna...
Ori.
What?
You're gonna have a hell of a time.
I already had an idea.
Ah.
I already had a basic idea.
Oh, those are her sleeves.
Yeah. And then she has like these like hand
I always
things.
thought those were her arms.
Because I am also going to take some of the occult, reference here. We just got to get as much reference as possible, you know? It's important.
One day, Meekins. Perhaps he'll be a runner-up one day.
I do not think that this, as a game, will be the last time we play it.
Absolutely not.
It is a nice and easy thing to do when Ori can make it, but no one else can. Or if Mars can. If one person's gone, as long as Ori is here, we can do this game, so it makes it easier.
Unless one night we did write a better backstory for this character. That's pretty hard to do. They're all pretty top-notch.
Bikini, or we like know very little about it. You know, like, does Sister Bikini have a backstory? You know, like I don't
Not
think so,
fleshed out one.
Sister Bikini Ace Attorney stand sprite. I want her back side, please. Oh. No,
What
this
did
is
you
not it.
see?
Nothing. I am solely
Oh.
trying to get a picture of Sister Bikini standing at, like, the stand, you know, in the back of the,
Oh yeah, where she's standing on the boxes.
Yeah, okay, I got one.
So that's her backstory right now, Pastry Puff. We could elaborate on that. Where did she come from? How did she end up at this shrine? How did she get involved?
Where did she come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Exactly. These are the burning questions. That's why there was a whole song about it.
Exactly. Okay, there we go. Perfect.
Ah, look at all these lovely references, you guys.
Okay. Lastly.
Okay, Ori, I have a request.
Yeah.
Can she be posing on top of the many, many boxes in her new
Ooh.
model?
That's good. That's good.
Because she's still got to be a short stack. But you know how sometimes you go to a photo shoot and they make you stand on like the little box or they stick wedges under your shoes to make you appear taller? That's kind of what I'm imagining.
Okay.
And I think it would look epic.
I'm also looking up something very specific here. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Okay, we like this. Work it. Okay. Okay. No, rabbit hole led less places than I wanted. Okay. All right. That's good. I wish I had the whole pose though. Oh, there it is. Woo!
Aha!
Stop zooming in. Alright, here's the whole pose. It doesn't have the head covering, which is sad. But the head covering is staying. One, because I don't even know what her hair looks like, and two, it's iconic. So let's reorganize these in a way where I can actually draw next to her. Well, I wasn't sure if it was going to be like a standing pose or a lying down pose, so I kind of set it up for lying down pose, and you're going with a standing pose.
Always so many options.
Aaron. Platform shoes. I think she already has. No, she has like the snow boots. Like Tanjiro's boots. You know Tanjiro's like boots when he walks through the snow?
Oh yeah, like
that's
those
what she
fuzzy
has.
ones.
Well, they're like made of reed, right? Winter boots. I'll show. Okay. Come on. Show me your feet, Tanjiro.
Add that to
when I
lines
type
taken
in
out of
Tanjiro's
context.
boots,
The book.
I just get snow boots that are printed in his black and green check pattern, and I'm like, no.
Ew.
I want. Yeah, okay, I don't want Tanjiro's
No offense, but that's
shoes.
hideous.
I would like the boots that he's wearing, please. Okay, this is the closest we're gonna get. See his like reed boots? That's like what she's wearing. Because when you zoom in real close, like that's kind of what she's got going on, it looks like.
Yeah, I see. Little more red in there, but pretty cool.
From a Sonic fandom. Nice. Alright. So she doesn't have pants, she has a dress. And the dress is this pink dress, and then it has the sleeveless thing. Okay, hold on.
It looks like she has the base pink dress, and then that purple piece is like
a vest. Yeah.
Like a vest. It almost looks like a smock, and then you have the belt and the hood with the tie.
Yeah, we're gonna do a really quick, and yes, I'm gonna use the symmetry tool because it's literally not gonna need to be proportional at all. Outfit reference. So we can just get an understanding of how it works in general. I'm not even trying to make it
shirtless
her body type.
Bikini? Well, for now, she will eventually have clothes.
Right now, we're just trying to make it so that I can see how the clothes
How do
work.
bodies work?
Well, we're not even like this is not even supposed to be bikini. It is literally just supposed to show how her clothes work. So I can know.
Seeing where the pieces fall and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So we got this. Why did you do that? Thank you.
That's a great question.
So we have this kind of light pink. And the Megatama was teal like Maya's. Well, see, the thing is, I'm not trying to redesign her. Right. We're trying to take what we have and make her a smash. Right? That is the goal. Because she's got like, she's almost got classic like kimono sleeves, right? That's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, she's got that little piece in the back that kind of
see how here
and hangs down.
Here it kind of flows. So we're gonna say they're like full-on kimono-esque sleeves, where they're kind of like rectangles at the end.
And then she has like the piece that covers the top of her hand and like hooks on one of her middle fingers.
Yeah, you can see it here.
I wish I knew what those were called, because I see them everywhere.
Oh, really? I don't know if I've ever seen them.
Not in person, in like TV and shows and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely not in person. I wish people wore them in person because they're badass.
Okay.
But...
And then her dress goes to like her ankles. Mainly. Okay, so it's like this. All right, we're cooking.
She's a very proper shrine maiden.
Yeah, no ankles, guys, no ankles. Okay, we're cooking.
That would be too much to reveal. That would make her too much of a smash.
That's her summer look. Okay, and then we have this comes nearly all the way down, like this. Ooh. Ooh.
Well, that's good pastry puff. I'm glad the game kicked up a few notches. That's always entertaining.
Indeed. All right. So then the dress kind of comes like that. And for the front, it comes over the right side here. That's important. And then we have her red, it's red. Her red mid sash is rather thick compared to the other girls. It is a rather thick, what's it, an obi? That's what they call it.
I believe it's an obi, yes.
That's the kimono thing. Belt.
Bravo, Ori. Bravo.
Thank you. I was dressed in a kimono professionally, I guess, once.
Ooh.
So I'm pretty confident. Okay, we have that, and then she has, like, okay, because this isn't proportional, but her, like, thing drags on the ground. Like, it's long, her, like, tails of her bow.
Enthuse sent a DM with a different angle if it helps.
Oh, always. The more references, the better. Oh, from the anime. Nice. Alright, let me
That's always a good place to get references.
Oh, yeah, it shows that her hand thing is not just on the back of her wrist. It's actually all the way around her arm. See?
Oh.
It's like a sleeve again.
See, that makes a difference.
That does matter, yes. Okay.
Oh my god, look at her smile in that shot, though.
Yeah, exactly.
She kind of reminds me of a Beatrix Potter character. Oh, no, that's who she reminds me of, Mrs. Tiggywinkle.
No idea.
Does anyone know what I'm talking
I'm
about?
sorry, no, I do not.
God damn it. Ugh.
And then she has her hood.
I am going to have to explain real quick. Mrs. Tiggywinkle was a very stout little woman who was a washing woman. She collected people's laundry and cleaned it for them. She was very homely, very kindly. And then at the end of the story, you find out she's a talking hedgehog. It was great. Classic Beatrix Potter.
Oh, so
But
nice.
she really does remind me of Bikini.
Then we have
And throughout the
this.
whole episode, she goes, "If you please, if you please, mum." It's so cute.
Got like this. We have the circles. We have the blurbles. We have.
It's not Sonic fanfiction. Oh, it was.
That I know.
Originally, it was a story written by a children's author called Beatrix Potter, and then later on,
they animated.
I think it was BBC. They animated it and turned it into a whole bunch of VHS tapes that I grew up on and watched nonstop. And if anyone wants to know why I tell the stories I do, I was literally watching fairy tales about kittens trying to escape rats from turning them into puddings and a duck losing her eggs to a fox. This is what I grew up on.
This is why Mars is the way that she is.
This is why I am the way I am. Now you know.
Okay. So
I am what I am.
This with one more, as we're just gonna try to.
I am so impressed by how quickly you sketch this.
Oh, it was, you know, I'm not really trying very hard, so it's very easy to just kind of go. The brain is being off as much as possible just to try and figure out how, you know, the outfit works. Because this is, of course, nowhere near what we're trying to do in the end. We're just trying to get it so that I have a proper, easy reference to know what the whole thing looks like. Like that. And, you know, the symmetry tool doesn't hurt.
That's always very useful.
So it doesn't really show... Oh, it's like a clasp on her thing. Okay, so the shawl just kind of comes like this. The clasp is in the front, so it doesn't really have a thing. And yeah. Okay. I think that is good. I'm gonna delete this ruler. I'm gonna... yeah. Gonna merge the layers. Delete the ruler, yep. And good. Alright, now we have outfit reference. Perfect. Beauteous.
Lovely.
Alright. Pose reference, outfit reference.
Look at it, you guys. It's
Now I
so
want
lovely.
one more image over here. This will hopefully help me get it good body proportions, as I know a plus size model. Ooh, that
Get
I feel
those good
fits
body
bikini.
proportions.
She's
Yes.
of course very tall compared to bikini, but I feel like most people are.
I feel like everyone towers above bikini.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's just what happens.
Okay. I think we got... yeah, that's pretty good. Bikini is not very proportional, but we have to slightly proportionalize her solely for the fact that that's how you make people more smashable. She has a very nice face, though. I won't lie. She's pretty cute. Okay. So we sort of have... we're doing the pose. So we sort of have the boxes. They come up. And then, this is the pose I'm going for. But we really want to make her shorter and stouter. I do not want to be signed up for shit. Please stop giving me pop-ups. Thank you. Okay. So.
No, but you must want the pop-ups, Ori.
Important start is, I'm going to base the hip here, because I'm looking at the reference. And so we've got like hip, and we have leg. You know, and she kind of comes up, like see how it tilts forward, like that's what we want. And then we got down, and then so I'm gonna start with the hip.
While we're sitting here, Pastry Puff asks, "What is our least favorite case?"
So difficult. It's
least
hard. When
favorite is such a strong word, because I don't think there were any bad cases. But there are definitely ones that I'm not fond of. I feel like the one I've definitely had the most gripes with is Rise from the Ashes.
I definitely had a lot of gripes with Rise.
But I don't know if I'd call that least favorite, because I did enjoy it. I was just so let down by the ending.
I also will say it's kind of hard to think about it in like retrospect, because I'll like sit here and think about it. And then, like, when I'm editing the video, like, during the case, it's like, wow, I had a fun time, though, you know?
Yeah.
Like, during the case, it was enjoyable because you're experiencing it. So it's a little hard to say, like, least favorite, just...
it's also, like,
off the cuff.
Like, so far, there isn't one unanimous case where I was like, oh, the mystery was terrible, the characters were terrible, the introduced characters were... Like, definitely have not had a moment like that. And
because
honestly, I don't think they've introduced any characters that I like. Well, okay, I take it back. Salmonella and Dr. Hottie definitely outright hate.
But I think the other thing is, though, that...
I think you're meant to.
Well, yeah, you're meant to. But it's like, any case where I can think about, like, I didn't really like, this case didn't have as good mystery, or this case didn't have as good story, makes it up in the other aspect. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and so it's like, I can't... it's hard to then thus pick one from that. It's
so hard to decide. Maybe, okay. If we're going off the one I had the most to say about, then it would be Rise from the Ashes.
For the one thing.
If it's one that I felt was kind of inconsequential, like why does this exist, that might be Recipe for a Turnabout. But again, I don't think I hated them.
I think if I have to pick a least favorite case, I will say it's Recipe for the Turnabout. And just because the whole of a thing is rather forgettable. You know? When you ask me to list them off, that one does not come to mind very easily. You know? It does
I
set up a
keep
couple
confusing
things.
recipe with stolen turnabout.
Stolen turnabout,
because
good AF.
I
Love it.
keep
Love that
thinking
shit,
that's
so
his
good.
stolen identity.
It is very Looney Tunes, which does to me put it down a little bit just in the world of Ace Attorney, because it's fun, it's goofy, it's nice, but I find the
It's
Lost Turnabout
definitely
to be the
goofy, but
most.
we've had goofy
I
before.
like the Lost Turnabout for one, the reason it's so like ridiculous about like to make it a tutorial. They made Phoenix like get concussed. That it's funny.
Oh, I think that was genius.
I think that's really funny. And two,
that was hysterical.
I really enjoyed how they made you actually think about the evidence. I really enjoyed how, and it sets you up for the second case, the reunion and turnabout, right? Where they have you
because
thinking
you had
about,
the car
it's a left-handed
being
glove.
made somewhere
They don't
else,
tell
and you had
you
to
that.
think about
They
that.
don't do anything like that. I enjoyed that specific mechanic versus a lot of the times in the first game, it was very like, no, if it doesn't say it in the item description, you can't logic it together like that. Right. And so it was like, except in Turnabout Samurai, they threw that out the window, and thus it made us confused. But every other one, it was not like that.
Stupid pants!
Stupid pants indeed. Ooh. Okay.
Stupid ass pants.
I had an idea for how to zhuzh up this bikini as well.
Ooh, how are we going to zhuzh up this bikini?
Just you know, a little with the pose, I can see. So we have this hip like this, so we like to contour. Honestly, I'm very proud of how she's going so far.
Sometimes the pose makes the biggest difference.
Oh, I would say if we put regular Luke Atmey in the pose that I put, you know, my Luke Atmey in, automatically, you know, just hotens up.
Okay, so here's my feelings about Recipe for a Turnabout. Is it feels the most episodic, I think is the word. Because it doesn't really lead to anything bigger. It doesn't really have like a here's how you think about evidence differently kind of moment like the Lost or the Stolen Turnabout does. And I don't know, the premise just bugs me, I think. Because, like, yes, Judge is stupid, but, like,
yeah,
that's too stupid. Even, like, okay, Furio Tigre was roaring at everyone and no one wanted to, like, talk to him. And I think this is kind of the problem with making the Judge a little, like, more intuitive in later cases, is that, oh, wait.
Because then they talk about how the Judge would be
smart enough
to know that Edgeworth was not always a defense attorney. Right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's on the same level as this being not Phoenix. You know, like I don't feel like
it's
that's...
just one of those things where I'm like, really, guys? A cardboard badge fooled you? Come on.
And Maggie too, right? Like I don't know, but always
they did Maggie so dirty.
Out of the final cases, which one did I enjoy the most enthused? And I will stick by this, and it's gonna be really hard. It's Turnabout Goodbyes. And the reason for it being...
Oh, it's Turnabout Goodbyes, hands down.
Yeah, amongst the final cases, my favorite. Don't get me wrong. Pharaoh on My Turnabout was very good. Rise from the Ashes out of the final cases is probably my least favorite, solely because it just tripped at the finish line. And that's really sad.
It was so close.
And Bridge to the Turnabout, I still enjoyed, you know, overall and everything. There's a couple bits where I'm just like, oh, you know, you guys were there for that.
I still love Bridge. I love that
Bridge
is kind of a culmination of the entire game.
It definitely...
That's really cool to me.
It definitely fits a lot together. And
it's also a lot to take in, too.
But what
I feel like Turnabout Goodbyes, it had the emotional payoff. It had Edgeworth's character arc. It had a good mystery.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it just
like
hits
it was just
every
set up
nail
so
on the
well.
Head, and that's why it makes it so iconic to me. Because one, I mean, like Wrightworth and Edgeworth just as a character is like in top form in like.
Ah, yes, Wrightworth as a character.
No,
so
I said and Edgeworth as a character. Wrightworth in general and Edgeworth as a character is just kind of in top form about like what we're learning about them and everything. And the mystery, in my opinion, was so good. Tying the two together was seamless, in my opinion.
And it was also the most intuitive. I never felt like we were struggling to figure out, okay, we know the answer. How do we get the game to understand?
Yeah, I felt like I didn't feel like we were jumping ahead either, that it was so easy, that it was like
the pacing was very well done.
The pacing was very good, and there were some moments where we were like, we weren't solving it way ahead of the game, right?
Yeah.
We weren't solving it
Whereas
and being like,
the big moment that frustrated us with Bridge to the Turnabout was, oh my god, flip the stupid picture upside down.
Exactly. It's like,
she's swinging.
It's like, when does this come up, right? Why do we have
like,
this?
How do we get from A to B? We know where C is. How do we get from A to B?
Oh, I'm excited, Nicole. It'll be a year, though. I'm sorry.
Ooh, that sounds so awesome. I love hearing you guys talk about your favorite cases from future games, because that pumps me up.
Oh, yeah. I'm always very excited for all the
Puff,
characters.
I know they're slouchy, but I didn't see it. And I don't remember the promotional art prior to the case.
I will say the difference.
So I thought that was the nail in the coffin.
The reason that it's
for our
like
culprit.
Okay in Nickel's Samurai one, because they literally give you a promotional image.
Well, they give you the image.
Yeah, they give you the
where
image
it's like,
to look.
oh nope, his pants are supposed to be around his ankles.
Yeah, but in Turnabout Samurai, we don't get a promotional image to reference in our inventory.
At least I don't recall one.
I'm 99% sure that we don't. And
so when I saw Willpower's pants during the Smash and Pass, yeah, I was pissed. I was like, how dare you?
So it makes it a little more difficult in game to be like, this is how they're supposed to be, and I think that's rough. Versus in when we have to deal with the Nickel Samurai, we specifically get a Nickel Samurai poster.
Guarantee
to reference.
I am not the only one who thought, oh, the pants are too short. That must be it. I cannot be the only one who thought that. And I would bet money on this. I would bet money that the reason they included a pants part of evidence in Farewell My Turnabout was solely because of all the people that got burned.
Well, Mars, what I will say is that every other time that we have to reference a look of a character in any sort of way, we get promotional material about them. We get Mask Star to Mask, we get the Nickel Samurai, we get Max Galactica, right? We have promotional image of how they should look.
Well, because the parts of their uniform are crucial to them.
But nobody thought about giving it because the parts of the uniform weren't crucial to that case. But
I didn't know that playing for the first time!
Exactly, Nicole. They heard your rants about it from the future, Mars.
They really did. Silk Hat, Cloak, White Roses.
Okay, hold on. I need to stand up and do a pose.
Ori's gotta be her own model, you guys. Her own reference.
This is not the pose. It's like this, and then it's like... Okay. I have figured it
truly
out.
is the best way to figure out how to draw something.
100%.
You just get to feel it yourself.
Okay. We have a lot of stuff to move around. But this is a good base. In for sketch 2.
I gotta be honest, Pastry Puff. I saw Manfred von Karma and I was like, okay, I don't know how, but he's done shit.
I'm 99% sure.
That is not a face that has not done shit. That face has done shit.
So while 100% Pastry Puff, I agree with you. I am 99% sure that Mars said something along the lines of, he did it, he killed him, I'm done. But, yeah, Mars definitely said that.
Looks evil!
I will say, though, personally, well, he does look evil. I definitely didn't, I wrote him off as being the culprit because he's the prosecutor. Why would he be the culprit, right? He might be smarmy and sleazy and we don't like him, but, I definitely...
This guy did it. Murder, at least once. Is that what I said?
I don't think that's what you said. I think that's a Maya quote, actually, though.
Okay, because I was like, I know I've said that, but I have not said that as Mars. That doesn't sound like something I would say.
Quote. See, I knew it.
Okay.
But, yeah. So...
Oh, right, in relation to Will Powers.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Will is a big freaking teddy bear. So mean, Maya.
I'm glad they brought Will back because they did him dirty in the first game.
I love that Will is an actual buddy. Like, he's treating us to dinner as he's like, oh, I gotta take my friends out.
Such a bro.
Such a bro. I wish he'd come back. I missed him in the third game. Like,
you know who I didn't miss in the second
team, man?
game? Larry Butts. And you know who showed up in the third game?
Larry Butts. He got so flanderized.
Okay,
Jesus
guys,
Christ.
I don't know if I said this on stream, but I did watch the first episode of the Ace Attorney anime, and I watched it in the English dub specifically because I was curious about like how our voices were compared to the dub voices. And I gotta say, Mars's Larry voice is fucking spot on, man.
Oh shit, really?
In my opinion. Yeah. It's like so good. I'm very sad about Frank Saw.
I have to look up the first episode and listen.
Yeah, it's really funny. I'm very sad about Frank Saw and Winston Payne's voice because they're rather boring, just dude voices. So it's kind of sad. Of course, the judge isn't as played up as your judge, but it's funny.
Oh,
yeah, Mars
I
is
went
Larry.
full
I will
ham.
Say, I heard Larry's voice and I was like, "Fuck!" Mars like hit the nail on the goddamn head
Ace
with Larry.
Attorney. Ace Attorney Larry Butts' death. What?
What?
Nope.
Mars, stop
Ace
looking up
Attorney
spoilers.
Dub. I'm trying to find the dub so I can compare.
Stop looking up. You know what
I
website we
wanna
use?
know.
It's there. Go watch the first episode.
Oh my god, there's a video called The Tragedy of Larry Butts.
Yeah, don't spoil yourself. Stop.
I don't think he's a tragic character. Okay.
Yeah, I
see if
might
can
have
find
because
it.
that's I there is a high chance, Nicole, that I did mention it before.
Attorney. Aha!
That's
All
a
right,
theme
Larry.
of stream.
Show me what
I will
you got.
always retell stuff because sometimes there's new people, but you OGs know.
Yes. Ah, the classic running through the sunflowers opening. Oh my god.
The opening kills me with the fucking chains with Edra the Phoenix.
So
I want
baby.
to die. It's so good. Phoenix does look so baby. Doesn't he look so baby girl? Oh my god.
He's so...
He's like a child.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, Larry was about to talk. I missed it.
Oh, the video goes over
Holy
the Flanders.
shit!
See, I told you!
I called it!
It's so spot on!
I called it!
But Mars, chat is saying that they think that video talks about the Flanderization of Larry's character. So the tragedy of Larry the Butts being fucking just pissed and shit on by the creators.
He was a decent dude, you know? He got carried
okay,
away by his
but he was
romantic
down on his luck.
escapades. But he was he was down
and
on his
all
luck,
the women that he dated
but he was still
just kind
a
of
bro.
didn't necessarily treat him right. But yeah, he was still a bro.
And now he's just like, oh, well, my best friend just fell to his death. Guess I'll call a new lawyer for myself.
Yeah, and
to
fucking,
save a girl who has no interest
threatening,
in me. Like, dude.
blackmail threatening women into dating him. Like, I you know.
Just, he gives me the ick now. Where before I felt sorry for him, now he gives me the ick.
Yeah, exactly. Before it was like, aw, poor guy. He just sort of like can't catch a break. But no.
Hopefully he gets better in sequels.
Aged poorly as a character and a man, yeah. Aged like milk, Larry Butts.
Very much aged like milk. Not like Edgeworth, like a fine wine.
God, Edgeworth, I can't, guys. I could not with Edrin. In the last game episode, I was dying. Too good.
Why are they so good at writing Edgeworth?
Yeah, exactly, Pastry Puff. Exactly. And that's the sad part about it. They lost the it's almost never his fault. He's just in bad place at bad time. And then the joke that the one time it was his fault was he did take the money, you know? And it was like, haha, funny. This is not a good hand. Let's fix this hand. What if I instead just make it the heel of her hand? I don't know. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. First, I need to do this arm. Beautiful. Oh, yes. Okay, I think the hand needs to go further back, though, because otherwise she's not pulling it up as much as I want. Ooh! Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We've got to be exposing. Alright. Oh, that's what it is. Luke Atmey has his magnifying glass in his mouth. I'm like, what was the really, really hot thing I did for Luke Atmey? It was he was holding the like a rose.
He's got the pose and he's doing the magnifying glass as Rose.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
It's just, oh, it stopped here.
Okay. Okay. I have to give her more neck.
She does have a thick neck.
Maybe she can bite her lip.
She
does
would
feel
do
like
it.
something she would do. And the fact that is, oh yeah, the jacket is off the shoulders. That is a big part of it. All right, I'm loving this bikini right now, guys. I think she's looking real good. I think it's coming along. I don't know about y'all. Okay. So, how am I doing this now? I think I'm gonna start with. Okay, this is a good tip for drawing clothes on characters. Starting with the tight parts first. So, as you can see, what is most snug on bikini? Her obi. So if I draw the obi first, then I can have a better idea about how the other fabric will fall around it. She's got the back side is like here. Favorite Ace Attorney character design? Design.
Favorite design? That's a good question.
That's a good question. Overall, like, I love Edgeworth a lot. He's very good.
It is.
I will say Godot.
That is hard to deny.
As Godot is very intriguing. Like, he looks good. It's interesting with the mask and everything. I like the clothes because you don't see those like armbands. It makes him look still in a suit without being in a suit, which is really nice, right? Like, it's not too over the top, but he's not just in a suit. So I do really like how they worked with that.
Best design.
Die for. I do really like Matt Unguard's design because I think it suited both of his personalities well. I think that the way that they did it made it both work with the style, the dumb doofy like himbo frat boy vibe. He looked fine,
and that's not easy to do.
But then when they flipped him into Matt Offguard, the jacket still worked, you know. So I do think that they did Matt Unguard very well. I think those are up there in my favorite design that check like all my personal boxes as well.
I definitely like Edgeworth. That is hard to deny.
Edgeworth is so good.
I like Phoenix and how he's grown over the course of the games, like the way the design kind of reflects him growing as a lawyer. Very nice.
For like older Phoenix, like his.
I'm definitely more for older Phoenix as well.
I'm ready.
It's just so put together. It looks great.
So like, oh, like he's a man.
Like he's ready to go, and I'm so proud of my boy.
Exactly.
But best character design.
Yeah, 100% pastry puff, and that's why I think Matt's design is very like good for it overall. Right, that they do manage to do both sides of it, right? You couldn't take a Von Karma design and easily make him like a soft boy, you know, like it's definitely a different.
That would be
vibe.
really hard to do.
Okay, so her bow is on
I
this
think
side.
I think I have to go with Emma
Oh.
as a favorite character design. I don't know if I can outright call it the best, but it's definitely my favorite. I just love how her personality is on full display in her costuming. And I know Ori and I have talked about this in regards to Outcasts. Like, you always want to make sure that some of the character's personality is conveyed through what they're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Ferrix, for example, very loose-fitting clothes, so you could tell, oh, he's got to move around a lot. He flips, and, like, this checks out with what you see in chapters. I feel like Emma's, like, school uniform plus the lab coat plus all the pins, like, it really captures
really vibes
science
Emma.
nerd
Hello,
very
Mason.
well, and I'm like, I would wear that. Gotta be honest, I would wear that. I would cosplay that. It just looks fun.
Ron
She
is
has a very
pretty.
fun design.
I will say they do Ron well in making him a pretty man, right? I don't
They
find
did
that
really
there's
well at
definitely,
making him
like,
a pretty man.
like he's not a man, right? Like, I don't find that there's any, like, doubt there. I know Dylan jokes about it's Rhonda, but that's more the name thing in my opinion than anything. I don't find that it's, like, confusing, you know, if that makes sense. Like, he's not trying to be non-binary, he's not, you know, or anything. He's still a man, but he's a pretty man, and I think that does very well. I will also say I do enjoy I'm blanking, Francisca's outfit overall.
Francisca's is good.
That's more as like an outfit
like...
thing than like specifically like her overall character design stands out in any specific way.
The thing I have with Francisca, like, I love the design. I think it's good. I definitely see it as a, okay, we're gonna grow from here, right? Kind of design. Like, she's got the puffy sleeves and it looks kind of stuffy in a way. So I'm like, okay, you're gonna grow from this. Eventually, like, your clothes gonna change.
That is the vibe.
To show your character
100%.
growth, right? So yeah. I'm kind of like waiting.
But
I love her H2O pins too, Nicole.
I didn't realize at first that they were H2O pins. So when like you said that, and I was like, oh wait, and the mouths make the like the H's and the O's. I was like, this is nuts. Yes. That's nuts.
It's so nerdy and so cute. Like, how could you not fall in love with that design? She also
has the same like colors as Mrs. Potts, doesn't she, Mason? But
oh, she does.
I was saying that maybe I just watched so much anime that like I'll never get it wrong. I'll never forget. I will never forget. This is absolutely hilarious to me. I showed my mother one of the medium pictures of Hotsun, not like super early ones, but like, you know. I had definitely gotten his design down by then, and she was like,
she's very pretty
girl, or something like that. And I was like, yeah, yay.
Task failed successfully.
Funny. I mean, it didn't really matter to me, but it was just very, very funny.
Hey, it works if anyone sees Hotsun and Milano kissing. It's like, no, they're straight. Don't worry.
You can't.
No, it's straight. It's fine. Please ignore the Adam's apple. That's just decoration.
This is very funny. I will say, definitely earlier in my like art journey, I definitely was a lot more androgynous with the characters, just in general. I do think they have all grown up. Literally. Yes. With my like improvement as an artist, because there's a certain point where like no matter how hard I try to make like the face shapes different and everything, there's still like you lack what you lack, you know. Trans Hotsun. Yeah. No, not Hotsun. I mean, Synod is non-binary canonically, and we'll have other trans representation.
Our little non-binary sushi boy
coming up. I have a plan for that. Yeah, Mason. And such is life. There's an artist that
Ori used to have the opposite problem.
No, I had male characters that looked pretty feminine, yeah.
Yeah, but you also had female characters that looked kind of like your male ones.
Well, because they were all kind of just feminine. But an artist that really inspired me earlier in my art career, she specifically really enjoyed drawing, women a lot more. And so when she would push herself to draw men, it was definitely like a struggle for her. It wasn't something she would like, gravitate towards, versus I was the opposite. But okay, how do I pinch? Not like that. And
Pinch?
yeah, so it was just definitely watching her was like, oh yeah, you gotta do both. I will say there's a character that I plan to design. Maybe, I already started designing, and I really love her design so far. It's so good.
I'm so excited because I really like writing for this character. Have so many ideas for her, to be honest.
Oh, so good. I also drew an interaction of a more main character with her that sadly is big spoilers and we can't show it anybody. It's so good.
One day.
One day.
But not today.
Why can I not draw this pinchy pinch happening? Yeah, but I think the biggest thing is one, if you like it, who really cares? People come in all different shapes and sizes. You can only dictate so much. But if you are specifically trying to lean one way or the other, I definitely recommend looking at pictures, real life pictures of men versus women, even in more feminine or masculine, outfits or thing. There's a guy on YouTube, and his whole thing is that he wears dresses, and he dresses up very pretty. And I'm not talking about Finster or anything. Like he's still, to my knowledge, still fully just a guy that likes to dress pretty, and that's his whole thing. He to normalize it and everything. And he's very pretty, but he's still very manly still when he wears it. Versus when you see some non-binary people who are doing all the makeup, and it's shit, that's a shapeshifter there. Please give me, your
I want your
ability.
superpowers.
Thank you. That would be nuts. I'm like, you could do it all with makeup, and it's so cool, but I'm so lazy.
But I hate using makeup.
I hate makeup. Why
It's
do
the
the
worst.
shapeshifters need makeup?
I will only use makeup for cosplay and maybe going out. That is it.
I can't even. Yes, the kilts.
That's really cool. They play the bagpipes.
That is fun though, yeah. The
Such a
first
unique
wedding I
instrument.
ever attended was very Scottish, and thus had all the men in kilts. And then the second wedding I ever attended, no, it wasn't the second wedding. The fourth wedding I attended, which was the same family, just the son versus the uncle, also wore kilts. So I've been around kilts. I used to wear makeup, I obviously wore makeup for plays and dance recitals and stuff, because you kind of have to, because otherwise you look actually not how you're supposed to look.
Those freaking lights that they shine down on you just accentuate every single feature of your face. So if you don't have your makeup right, it's gonna look bad.
But I my mom was like, oh, here, Ori, try some mascara. I stood in the mirror afterwards and picked it out of my eyelashes. I couldn't do it. I hated it so much. It's definitely a sensory thing for me. I could put cream on my face all day.
I feel like I can't blink when I'm wearing mascara.
I hate it.
I can't blink. I can't rub my
sticky.
eye. I
Yeah,
can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly, Pastry Puff. How do you do that? There's a few cosplayers that I follow that are specifically, they cosplay both genders, and I'm just please,
and they do it so
I would
well.
like to be as manly of a man as you, a signed female at birth person could do. Please give me the magic.
Teach me your ways.
Sharpie with hair, yeah, exactly. The
No,
fluffy
actually.
Sharpie. Hate it.
It's ugh.
Oh, I'm so ready, Pastry Puff. Yes,
I remember wearing makeup in high school,
Yes.
everyday eyeshadow.
Fuck.
Once I stopped doing that, I was like, I'm free.
Enthuse, eyeliner is the best thing that you could do to be more just very easily. It makes your eyes look great. fucking can't do it. I hate it so much. And when people put shit in like their waterline, no. That's too close to my
I'm
eye.
not going near my eye
Please.
with a pointy thing.
With an anything,
That's
thank
not
you.
happening.
Not in my eye,
Well,
not in the wet part of my eye.
I can do contacts. I can do contacts.
See, that's different though.
That
that's
one's
like made
okay.
to touch my eye though. You know, like it's not absorbing into anything. Like it's not. That's made to touch your eye. Yeah, that's Dylan enthused. He can't do it.
Pencil?
I feel like that's the least of the things though. I feel like contacts in like a cosplay thing are like the icing on top, like the cherry
they
on top,
help
right?
sell it.
Like they're like
they
if you
really
get everything, it's great. But there's also, I will say, there's also a lot of characters that don't have eye color, like Fiona. Like I dressed as Fiona from Adventure Time.
And she just has black dots,
so it doesn't matter. Mabel from Gravity Falls, again, pupils are just dots. She doesn't have an eye color. That would be epic, Mason. I know people make like stamps and stencils and shit, but it's just like, I don't know. You would think that being an artist would improve my ability to do any of these things. But it is not true.
Yeah, nope. And also, I just don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't even want to do my hair in the morning. I just want to roll out of bed, whip a brush through my hair, and
so guys,
go.
Dylan has very, very recently cut his hair pretty short. So short to the fact that now he uses not gel, but hair wax. You know, it's gel. It's all the same. Yeah, to style it. Yeah,
damn, it's been a long time since I've seen you both.
Oh yeah. It was literally like last week. Like it was very recently though. Point is that when he's like debating what haircut to get, I'm like, Dylan, just make sure that if you get it like super short, it won't look the way that you're looking at all these men on the internet, like unless you put a product in your hair every morning. Like you have to do that. And that's why I am like, no, I don't. While a lot of these hairstyles look really good, I'm too fucking lazy and I will not do my hair every day. I don't want to do my hair every day. Ugh.
I was like, I know one of these times on stream, I was over here going, where the fuck is my gay glow up? Like, why hasn't it happened yet? And Ori's just sitting here like, Mars, you gotta use makeup.
Yeah,
you gotta use hair cream and hair dye. I'm like,
no! How to use makeup, and that's how they got the glow up, Mars. That's what it is.
I refuse. I will glow up without enhancers. I don't need them.
Ooh, I don't like that, Nicole. That makes it worse. No.
Oh, yeah. It's just too much stuff on your face. And I hate at the end of the day that I have to take it off or else I'm going to break out.
Yes.
And like a ton of pimples. So I'm just like, no, I don't have the energy for this.
Not only do I have to spend my time to put it on, I also have to spend my time to take it off. So it's not just one end, here. It's double the amount of time. Like, at least you don't have to undo your hair all the time, But, like, I mean, it obviously depends. But, like, you gotta undo the fucking makeup. It's a pain in the ass. Okay.
And that was our rant about makeup.
Yes, that was our rant about makeup. I'm going to have.
Oh, which cosplay have you done, Mason?
Her arm. It's too long.
I'll share this on stream. My very first cosplay. Did anybody play Mystic Messenger when it came out well, for me it was in college, but it came out a couple of years ago. I was obsessed with it in freshman year. Like I was literally walking between classes and taking the calls that happened in the game to boost my friendship with the characters. And I was like, this is great. This is good. I'm away from home and like I have virtual friends. This is great. But I was also like, oh, who could I cosplay for Halloween? And the main character in that game, like you never see her, but she's always depicted like long brown hair and she has a white sweater with a black long sleeve underneath and leggings. And I'm like, wait a second. I have long brown hair. I have a white sweater. I have a black long sleeve. I can do this. And that was my first ever cosplay. Definitely a closet cosplay. I did not buy anything for that one. Kaede Akamatsu. I'm gonna look that one up.
I feel like I just heard about this character from
Matsu. Oh, Danganronpa.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Immediately recognize the art style.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Very cool.
Very nice. Like a school uniform, very pink, very pretty. What was my first ever cosplay? I think it had to be Fiona from Adventure Time. When, you know, before.
Are you sure it wasn't
show.
Mabel?
No, I'm pretty sure I did Fiona. I definitely did Fiona first. My first con was Fiona. My second con was Mabel. And in between that, for Halloween, I was Princess Bubblegum. But I was specifically like Princess Bubblegum in how like she changes her outfit. So as long as it's all pink and I have the crown and a pink wig, I'm Princess Bubblegum.
It's like it works. I can sell this.
So I basically, because I love pink. Pink is my favorite color, if you didn't know. And I literally got like a pink long-haired wig, and I had the like Princess Bubblegum like crown, and then I just wore like pink pants, pink sweatshirt, pink, you know, like everything. So it was like, I'm Princess Bubblegum because this is all that matters in her design, and basically, yeah, that is all that matters.
Oh, that's nice, amazing!
Awesome.
Ugh.
But yeah,
if
Mabel
I could meet
was
Johnny
my
Young Bosch
second.
And he would compliment my Vash cosplay.
Yeah, that's the
One
dreams.
Day. One day.
Okay. So then
Bikini is looking real good here.
Thank you. Like I said, she's coming out well. This is the outer one. So it needs to be kind of here like this. Okay. Choo-choo. Ta-da. Lovely.
Ah, yes, Venti.
Oh,
I didn't know that was the same voice actress. That's really cool.
I like Venti. He's a bard.
I definitely love her role as Venti because it's just so sassy, and it's like, yes, I'm insulting you with poetry.
As all bards should.
Like, vibe.
All the sass.
This is what I imagine when I cast the spell Vicious Mockery.
Oh, and it's 100% what you're getting.
Like, that's it. That's exactly what I imagine.
I do, however, also imagine I cast Vicious Mockery, nat 20, let's go. You're a short
Oh, that's the funniest.
Nobody likes you.
Short!
Also the
Everybody says, look how short that guy is, and it stops you from forming meaningful relationships.
I will say, Scanlan Shorthalt, while he did basically coin or perpetuate greatly the horny bard trope,
absolutely.
He also did an amazing job with all the singing that he did. Okay, I will say, Sam Riegel, great job as a bard because he really does just break into song. And no, in this, it's all shirt. It's all shirt, but the thing only comes over once.
Side
see,
boob.
the thing. See, this is sleeve here. No, all she's showing off is the thigh.
It'll make more sense once it's colored.
Yeah, all she's showing off is thigh, okay?
Yes. She stepped outside her comfort zone. She's being more daring now. Because she realized her apprentice that she's raised is a psychopath, so.
You want to be opposed to adding the side boob? I feel like that's too far off her model, you know? That'd be like if I drew Luke Atmey shirtless. You know, I feel like we're not going that route. Like, he was still as close as 100%.
Oh, it's okay, Pastry Puff. You'll get back there, and you'll get the next 100. Actually, Pastry Puff, okay, this saved me so much. Now, believe me, I love owning things, but until I have extra money to own things, this is a great backup. I've been using the Libby app, it works great. All you need is your library card, you sync that to it, and then you can take out books on your phone.
The question is, does the library have Dungeon Meshi, though?
I've checked mine and I found it. This is how I've been reading Freerun, you guys. I've been reading Freerun. I've been reading Blue Flag, which end me. I'm going to start. Well, not start. I'm going to continue reading Dr. Stone because I started that a while ago and had to stop because I didn't have any more of the manga. It's great. Like, I am reading so much because of it. And in the future, I can go get those books and own them.
I haven't plugged the comic in a while, Mason. Most of you guys know about it.
Mason, I'm plugging it because I'm currently using it and it's really working out.
I think Mason summoned it, though.
They did summon it, yes.
Yeah, you summoned it, Mason.
So, Sister Bikini to the side. It is time for...
Yes.
Commercial. I forgot the word.
Yep, this stream is brought to you by... Oops.
What's the word?
Outcast, the comic that Mars and Ori write together. Yes, it's great. It's fantastic.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It will change your life.
It has tons of awesome characters. They're great. Fully colored pages. Look at them. And lovely
the beautiful 5-man band. If you like Avatar and Owl House, this is the comic for you.
A fully colored comic. You know, all the
look at those backgrounds.
Outcast. You can read it on Webtoon. Mainly, I am bad at updating other things, but enthuse you.
But Ori,
like reading?
What do you do if you don't like reading?
Guys, what do you know? There is an Outcast dub. Yes, it is significantly behind the comic, but we just finished entry 2, page 8 in the dub. Is what we are up to now.
Look at that. It's booking, it's moving.
Great. Yes, at the Folding Planets YouTube channel, you can listen to Dylan, Mars, and Ori voice act even more. Guys, you already like Art Attorney. Now listen to it even more, voicing the Outcast characters. And it is, again, mostly Dylan, so you know, you guys should
bonus
like
voice actors comprise of the lovely Cinderblock Sally and Mars's dad.
Yes, both in the prologue. Yes, so that is Outcast.
Our guest episode.
Oh, I'm sorry. If that hasn't convinced you, here are some real reviews of the comic. It is a playful anime-esque furry pirates. I can't believe it's not a BL. A whole load of fun. Cute boy pirate island. And I don't know who to ship anymore. Ah, yes. If that hasn't convinced you, well, it should. You can read it.
It should convince you guys. I don't know what more would convince you.
And yeah, so that's Outcast on Webtoon.
We also have a QR code.
You can scan the QR code. That's OUTCASTE. Very important. And yeah, all right, guys, you should go read it. It's also in French and Spanish. Your favorite voice actor, Mars.
Your favorite voice actor. I'm so glad. Nicole, no lie, I'm gonna tell my dad that. It was really funny. I showed him the dub, and he was like, "Is that my voice?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's the lines we recorded together." And he's like, "Oh, and people are actually listening to this?" And I'm like, "I mean, yeah, the viewer count is there." And he's like, "Oh, so people are hearing me. Cool."
The poster photo enthuse.
Yes. Yes, Dad. People are listening to you, and they like it.
Guys, I'm checking now, but last time I checked, we were at 150 English subscribers. 59, I'm sorry, 159 English subscribers.
It's
on
gone
Outcast.
up.
Guys,
amazing.
So, help us hit 160.
Spread the word. Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Put this person on blast because they're lovely.
Tell
and epic
strangers.
And everything like that. But somebody just commented today, guys. I'm sorry, 1 day ago. On the most recent episode of Outcast that just came out yesterday, and it is to the creator. Technically, there's an S, but we won't fault you for that. Thank you, and keep doing this, please. Stuff like that, guys, means so much. Literally, if you write any comment about it, I mean, don't be mean, to us. You can be mean to Hotson. He deserves it sometimes. But,
please yell at Hotson.
Don't
he
be
is
mean
a
to
mess
us. But any
and
other
stupid.
comment, whether you are yelling at the characters, loving the characters, or you're just hanging out saying hi.
We want to know.
It's so happy. It's so nice.
So, ironically, Mars's dad voices Hotun's dad.
Yeah. He has
Yes,
one
Jupiter.
line.
I forgot.
Yeah,
That's his
exactly.
code name.
He has one line, and it is sort of a. He is voicing the voice in Hotun's head that sounds like his dad reading the note that his dad left in his journal for him.
Yes.
Yes, it was Monday. Yes, Fishy Pup.
It was.
You should pay your dad, Mars. Yeah. Then he would make more than Mars does, guys. We don't want that.
Yeah, that's true. And he's only been in one episode.
Yeah.
Guys, this is like when the celebrity gets paid more than the actual voice actor. Come on.
I might change one aspect of Bikini's design. And I might give her the shoes that Maya wears instead of the Tanjiro boots. I just feel like it fits the vibe better. Well, I think if you
give her the Tanjiro boots, it's going to cover up that thigh.
Exactly, and I don't want that. I don't want to cover up
and I think
her little
it still fits with the character because it's part of the spirit medium.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, the note, Pastry Puff, the note.
I know we said biting her lip, but how about I raise you holding the little tassel in her mouth?
Ooh. You raise. I take you up on that offer. What does chat think?
I think that's what I'm feeling.
It was a little note that a parent writes to their kid on the book before they go off on their grand journey.
Also, yes, Hotun does have a dad. Do we want to see Hotun's dad?
Hotun does have a dad. Want to see who my dad voices, guys?
Yeah, do we want to see him?
We haven't seen him in the comic yet, but we can see him now.
But we can see him now. Because it should be
Hotun dad reveal. Yes.
Hotun dad reveal. His dad was
Bet you guys didn't think this would happen on an Ace Attorney stream.
Day. But, this is... Oh, it's very annoying to see. Hold on. No, that didn't really help. There's Hotun's dad. There he is. There you go. Yes, he was revealed on Father's Day.
Smash!
Yeah! Oh, I mean, he's based off Milo Thatch, so, like, yeah. I mean, he made Hotun, you know, half of Hotun, and 2, he's based off Milo Thatch. So, like, I don't make the rules.
Anytime. Oh my god.
I don't make the rules. Okay? I don't make the rules.
Insta smash.
I don't make the rules. But
I mean, guys, Hotun's dad has glasses when he's older. That means Hotun might need them in the future too. We'll really get that Milo Thatch look now.
I also do have plans. I want to keep like slowly revealing the characters' parents' designs like on the Father's Day, Mother's Day things. So that is the plan. So Mother's Day is coming up.
The goatee is
It's chef's kiss.
So gotta be honest, Tori. I feel like the most relevant mother character is going to be Ferrex's.
That was the plan, yes. So I have to I have to ask you to specify certain things about
questions
her to make sure that I do it right, because this is the one like parental figure that I'm like, I don't really I can always forget which way we went with her. He's wearing glasses to show that time has passed. Yeah, no, glasses and beard. That's like the two things.
Those are like the two hallmarks of I am older now.
That this character's older. And you know what? You know what's impressive? They made Phoenix older without giving him either glasses or a beard.
But they did give the glasses to Edgeworth.
They did give the glasses to Edgeworth.
You gotta balance it out. The couple has to balance each other out.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, but Edgeworth with glasses. Edgeworth has a face made for glasses. Look at his
very much
dad,
does.
You know?
He also picked frames that were very flattering.
No.
So it's top tier.
I'm sorry. Edgeworth and Phoenix are my clean-shaven boys. No beards.
I could see Edgeworth with a little scruff.
Like
Just
a
a
5
little.
o'clock shadow. Okay, like they did with Leos, where Leos, that one artist, where Leos was kind of scruffy. I'm okay.
Yeah, exactly,
I'm
exactly.
okay. That's so funny, Pastry Puff. Give him Godot's visor. Yeah, exactly.
And those count as glasses, right? He definitely didn't have those when he started out.
Exactly. Okay. And then we do like that.
Like that. Do it like this, you do it like that.
Indeed. Alright. We have here.
I wouldn't know, Pastry Puff. You're gonna have to confirm for us.
I feel like he was smooth. Okay, wait. Hold on. Homeless looking beanie Phoenix, I think, does have scruff, but that's an unkempt
I think he
thing.
is scruffy.
That's not a meant to be old thing. Yeah, Hobo Phoenix is unkempt. He's not meant to necessarily be aged up, but you have clean shaven aged up Phoenix, no glasses, fully smooth, you know? So like they do it. I will say, that's a thing I'm very impressed about Ace Attorney Y. When they have the ability to, like, the space, right? Obviously, Gumshoe was done kind of dirty. He didn't have enough space to give him anything besides a different colored jacket in his young design. But I will say, young Mia, young Edgeworth, you know, older Edgeworth, older Phoenix, young Phoenix even in the games, like, do look, like, bodily different. Right? Like, it's not just the clothes.
They definitely do enough to make each one distinct.
Yes, no, but you're right, Pastry Puff. He's not always clean shaven, but it's definitely less of like a he's going with the now I have a beard and more the I'm lazy and down on my luck and man do I need a pick me up. I was already depressed before. Look at me now.
Can we get that on a t-shirt? Man, I'm down on my luck and I need a pick-me-up.
Yes, Pastry Puff, he's so soft in Bratworth design, and I cannot. It's like, woo! And they don't even do that much. It's like, it's very inspirational, if I'm being honest. It's like really, really top tier. Yeah, exactly, Nicole, exactly. He's just unshaved, unwashed and unshaved. While I'm excited to progress the story, I will say I have concerns as to learning about how Phoenix got to the point of hobo. You know, like, yay plot, but oh my boy.
It is very concerning.
The true question is Phoenix is my boy. I relate to Phoenix way too hard. You know, I say Phoenix's lines so much. I'm curious how good I'll be with Apollo. You know? I'm curious how much Apollo is in Ori. Because there's a lot of Phoenix in Ori.
There is.
There's a lot of good clips here. Yeah, so there's a lot of Phoenix in Ori's personality, and I'm curious to see if there's how much Apollo there is. Okay. Look at this coming along. I will say it's very weird doing Ace Attorney related stuff on a Tuesday. It's throwing me all out of whack.
Oh yeah, it's very strange.
Oh, I don't doubt that I'll like him, Nicole. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like Apollo and Trucy and Athena and, you know, I hope I like Gavin. Yes, I'm calling him Gavin. Yes, I do also mean both, but mostly Prosecutor Gavin.
You
no,
are
I
so
will
in
not call him
denial.
anything else. I refuse. I refuse.
You're so in denial.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it.
I will very likely be Trucy. Yes.
Mars will be Trucy.
Her
yes.
issue with Gavin is literally his first name.
I hate his name so much. Pastry Pop has all the clips in highlights about it. Enthuse. I'm not gonna go into it again. It'll just ruin my day. No, it won't ruin my day.
You could just go rewatch that one.
Enthuse.
Enthuse, why?
It's so gross. It's so icky. It is literally the German word for piano. I hate it so much. It's so bad. And he doesn't play the piano with Enthuse. He plays the guitar. So why is he named after a piano? He could have been named after a guitar. So much pain.
This is just such a specific problem to have, Ori.
Okay, you're telling me, Mars, there's not a single character in your long line of watching content, of reading content, that you just don't enjoy the name of?
I'm sure there's someone. Let me see if I can find.
Okay, Enthuse, the name that we came up for was Cadence. So much fucking better. Spell it with a K. It's a guitar. It's a rhythm thing. It's just chef's kiss. Ugh.
Yeah, his original Japanese name does make it worse.
Yes, his original Japanese name makes it so much worse.
I gotta be honest, I don't mind Clavier.
I hate. Okay, I think I can narrow it down to 3 specific things. 1, the pun is stupid. Solely not because it's a piano, but because he doesn't play the piano. He's not a pianist at all. He's not like a general music guy. He's a guitarist, right? Bad.
Sorry,
like,
I'm not mature enough for that word.
2. Two, I don't think I enjoy the cla noise in like just a like the way it sounds. Like, I don't find clavicle to be a pretty word either. You know, like just I can't think of any other word that does that, but I hate it. Clav is not better because I can't. Is it clav or is it
from
clav?
Ace-Attorney.
Oh, and then the other thing is, you can say it's clavier, which is a little better. But now I really just want it to be Javier, which is a name that sounds better. The is bad, and then it fucks with the Gavin because he should be Clavier Gavin, and it's so gross. It's all bad. Okay, I think he'll be a great character. His design is really pretty.
Okay, alright. I thought of one. Damn it. It took me a second, but I did think of a recent one that I'm not too much a fan of.
What?
A name that I don't like in media.
What?
I did think of one. So, there is an indie animation. It's called Murder Drones. It's done by Glitch Studios.
100% enthused. It does not.
It is a very good series. There's lots of foreshadowing. There's lots of background details. It's very cool. It kind of does the Samurai Jack thing where because
older women. Anyone can be a smash.
It kind of does the Samurai Jack thing where there are a bunch of robots, so they get away with a lot more gore because it's not blood, it's oil, so it's fine.
Yeah, Randy Cunningham, 9th grade ninja.
Exactly. But the main character, I do like her. She's got a very sarcastic personality. She's kind of like the emo teenager stuck in her anime phase, so it's very fun. But her name is Uzi. And I don't know why. That just...
No, I don't think there's a lot of. I don't think there's a lot of good. I literally can't think of a good U name because I don't like Ubel either. I don't like that either.
I don't know if that's how they're spelling it, Enthused, to be honest. All I know is that her name is Uzi, and I'm like, every time
can't
they
think
shout
of an
that name, I'm
name
like,
that I enjoy.
yeah, that just it does not sound like a name.
It's not an name. Yeah, like the gun.
Maybe
Yeah,
that
exactly. That's
maybe
it.
that's
That's
the
100%
pun.
it. Yeah, that
Because
is the
she
pun.
does have a gun in this series.
That is the pun.
So maybe that's what they're doing.
But no,
But I don't know. I guess the problem is I can't hear Uzi without hearing ooze, like the slime.
Ooze or
so I'm like, it just does not sound like a name to me.
as well. I hate the ooh noise. I literally can't think of a good ooh name.
Uraraka?
But you don't call her that.
I mean,
I'm
it's
not a
typically
fan.
Ochako, but
it's Ochako. Like, that's easy. Uraraka.
I'm trying
like
to I'm trying to think of other ones. There's Uraraka. There's
Yeah, I'm glad they call her Ochako. It's better.
I mean, there is Ubel from Freerin.
Sigma, yeah, not a fan of that one either. Pastry Puff.
See, Sigma, I am only familiar with as a name through the Mega Man series, and I gotta say, as a villain name, that's a good one.
Not Uganda, it's Uganda, right? So it's like Ulysses, like that's fine. Like Eustace, like they make the U noise, they don't make the oo noise, right? And that's what it's like. That's the difference. I will admit, I wish they, Ursula. Ursula.
Ursula.
Ursula. I can't even say it. Ursula.
Oh, I got it. Uchiha.
Okay.
Sasuke Uchiha. There we go.
Uchiha.
I knew there was one out there.
You don't call him that, though.
So I don't know. Some people definitely say you damned Uchiha from what I've heard.
Yeah, but that's more as like that's a derogatory thing towards Sasuke, because, like, you know, that's grouping his entire clan. No. But not even the modern slang slasher. I don't even think Sigma has nice sounds to it. Stricken of all meaning, you know? Sigma! Like, ugh. Okay, there you go, Mason. You got one. Master Oogway. Oogway is good.
Oh,
I think Oogway works.
That one rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it's very, like, all in the same area, and like what's it? It's very sing-songy, right? Oobel has like the b. Uzi has, like, you know, it's like
it is interrupted by that harsh sound.
Oogway.
Yeah,
it's very just like I don't even have to move my mouth. Oogway. You know, like, it's just very open in the throat. And that's why I hate Clavier, because it has the, like, at least with Javier, it's all open. Javier. But
I feel like I can also say it, like, flowingly, like Clavier.
I think it's the k to the like it's like I'm swallowing it. I'm not a fan.
K to the ah to the ah to the V. I hate this name and it hates me.
Soundta. Soundta is better, but I think Santa sounds nice in general. Like, it has nice noises, right? Santa, like Santa Marina, or like, you know, like he doesn't have to be related to the Christmas guy, but it just has good noises. And that's the whole thing. Well, there was like a whole thing, and it was like names that would make fun names if they weren't, like, you know, if the meaning was removed or something. And, like, there's a lot of words that, like, sound nice, obviously have bad meanings, but then there's also words that have no meanings that just sound bad.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. And I think Clavier just hits all the wrong notes. Like, it has too many bads for goods. More like lore of bars.
That's a right shame.
Yeah, so it's just like, not a fan. Okay, I think I'm going to slightly have to shrink Bikini so I can fit her shoe.
It's the shrinking Bikini.
I want to be able to fit her shoes. You know what I will say? I really enjoy drawing these kinds of shoes on Ferrex. In the Ace Attorney AU, Ferrex is a fae, and Ferrex wears these shoes. And I will say, literally having to draw those shoes with Ferrex having normal human feet, how dare he, really made me much better at feet. I gotta say, those feet are top notch. And I just, I enjoyed the physics, I guess, of the shoe, if that makes sense, because they're kind of like flip-flops in the sense of that they only have the front toe strap, they don't have the back strap, so you can lift your heel off them, and they don't necessarily leave the ground. And I like drawing that for whatever reason. Oh yeah, I know. There is a story with Santa Claus in it. Yeah. So that it definitely no. I totally understand, Pastry Puff, why you would want to try and not be just Santa, because I would say coming across like an IRL person that was named Santa would definitely be like
Yeah.
Is that like a special, like, is that like a different language thing, or are you just named after like Santa Claus? Like, it'd definitely be like kind of odd. But
there are just some names out there that are too specific, and you're like, okay, what were you named after?
Yeah. And there's also a lot of, like, names you can give fictional characters that you should not give real people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't think any of our
high Game of Thrones fandom.
Well, I don't think any of our character names should be IRL names either, Like...
Oh, no.
Maybe not any of them, but definitely the main characters we already have.
Please don't name your kid Ferrix.
Or Hudson, or Milano, or... Probably Sinnet. Aster is fine. Aster's a name already.
Aster's okay.
Aster's a name already.
One's alright.
Sinnet would probably be okay, but the rest, no. That's just Ace Attorney naming. I can't think of another Ace Attorney name that hurts me as much as Gavin's first name. I can't. They have relatively...
Sal is pretty bad.
Sal is bad. That's
Sal isn't great.
It's a hard to say name. Sal. Like, it's weird in your mouth. You share the name with an insect, but it's a pretty name, and bees are cute.
You definitely can't go wrong with bees.
Bee sounds nice. All the E words. Bee, D, C, V. Like, it's just a nice sound. Yeah, exactly. D. It's nice.
It rolls off the tongue.
It's a good noise. Or E. The E is nice. So if you have an E in it, it's pretty good. That's why we name pets with like E's at the E noises at the end.
My cat's name was Scurry. Now I have Misty.
I had Cassie, Riley,
and then I had Simba.
And Henry. Dylan's dogs.
Simba was definitely the outlier.
Dylan's dogs were either E's or Ers, so it was Sammy, Benny, Lady, and then Skipper and Ginger. Who names the kids D?
I always imagined that D was short for something with D Vasquez. I never thought that was her full name. I was like, okay, she's in Hollywood. That's got to be like her persona.
But I don't think D on its own is necessarily a bad name either, though. I feel like a child with that name might be constantly asked, "Oh, so what is it short for?" Which could be annoying. But like I had a friend whose name was Carrie.
Like,
it wasn't short for anything.
It could be short for Denise.
Yeah, but I had a friend in school whose name was Carrie, and it was like before that like book.
Ooh, or
Carrie
Delilah. That's a good one, Nicole.
Came like into, so a lot of people would ask them like, "What's it short for?" And it's like it's not short for anything. Delilah's a nice name. Yeah, Mason, exactly.
Delilah Vasquez.
I think D's a fairly, normal name. I don't think there's anything wrong with D. Deanna.
There you go. That's another option.
At least those
so
are
many
options
options
that make
for nicknames.
Sense, My favorite is my school had a fair amount of people named Jack, and also a lot of people named John and Jonathan. And one time, in class we like learned that Jack is a common nickname for John, and we did learn that one of the two Jacks we knew was short for John, which I just hate in general. But the other Jack wasn't. And he was so annoyed at all the people asking him afterward, oh, so is your name John? And he's like, no, it's not. I'm just Jack.
Poor boy, so broke that day.
Yeah, he got so mad.
He was so mad.
He was so mad. Because everyone was asking, because we're like, I'm like elementary school, we were curious.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like, he was
like,
are
you Jack? Are you John? Like, stop it!
And he's like, I'm just Jack.
I'm just a boy. Leave me alone.
I'm just a boy. I'm just a kid.
A kid, and life is a nightmare. Poor kid.
Okay, guys, there is one Ace Attorney video that's coming up, and I made Emo Phoenix. And I made a little, like, one snippet long, like, quote-unquote music video with Emo Phoenix and, like, Edgeworth and everything, and it's just to the, where are you? Every time. It's so good.
That's
hilarious.
hilarious.
Tell you were wrong, Enthuse? Damn. That's, they don't know. Ignorance. Yeah, that got me real bad. Every time I think about it. Where are you?
Where are you?
I mean, it can be short for Jackson, but that I find more Jax with the X. Right? Jackson? Jax
That's usually the nickname people gravitate towards, yeah.
It's with the X, yeah. Well, it's like, X. I knew someone named Jay, and that was just his name. It wasn't short for anything. His name was just Jay. Not just the letter, it was J-A-Y. But, like, not short for anything. That's like people named Zach versus Zachary, right?
Yeah. It always throws me off when it's, like, Z-A-C-H and not Z-A-C-K.
But see, Z-A-C-H is the normal spelling of Zachary. Right?
Yeah.
And so shortening it to Z-A-C-H makes sense. But it's just like the whole thing.
But when you look at it, your brain is like, oh boy, does not compute.
Well, same with Sean. When it's S-E-A-N.
I hated writing the name Sean. There was one book I had to read. I don't remember what it was. Every time I read that name in the book, my brain was like, Sheen. And I'm like, no. Don't say that, because if you read it out loud, people are going to laugh at you.
Yeah.
When it's your turn to read in the circle group, don't say Sheen.
It sucks because you can spell Sean S-H-A-W-N as well.
And that's how it should be spelled.
It was like, when I learned that, I was like, wait, no, that's wrong. And they're like, no, some people spell it that way. And it's like, what? This is... No.
That's right. That's accurate. Oh, yeah, and then Sean with the U.
Oh, at least that one's better than E-A-N.
That one just hurt Ori.
Well, because I always... And then Sheen is also a name. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's all rough.
It's so painful. We can't win, guys.
And then to think that there are people out there trying to name their kids even weirder spelled names. Yeah. Can you fathom that, right? We already have these very common names that are spelled kind of fucking weird, or in many different ways.
And we took one look at that and said, let's make it even harder.
Yeah, people have the audacity, the gall, to try and name their children even more difficult spellings.
Like, why? Why would you do this? It's just cruel.
Dimples kind of work like this.
Oh, damn. Look at those eyes she's giving.
Well, I mean, she can rock the makeup.
She definitely can. And this time she is.
Someone just needed to teach her a little better.
You know, maybe this was part of Iris's redemption. She actually took some time with Bikini and spent some time, and they did their makeup together.
Exactly. Stop trying to be unique and just name your kid fucking Earl. Yep. Earl's not a bad name.
It's not bad, but it would not be my first pick.
Oh, no. I'm gonna give her some cheek meat.
6 spellings for an enthuse? Holy crow. You must have been put through the ringer.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Oh, no. There's one name that, yeah, every time I, like, met someone with a name, it was, like, a new spelling. And I was like, how is this a thing? This is not fair. None of you spell it the same way.
It's like, why does this keep happening?
Yeah.
Just when I thought there couldn't possibly be more. Oh, look, there's more.
Exactly.
The pain.
My IRL name is spelt what I would consider the normal way, as the vast majority of people with my name spell it my way.
No, yours is normal.
Yeah.
Yours is definitely
However,
normal.
my name is also usually a man's name. Just classically. The vast majority of people with my name are men.
Yes.
And
that
I have
too.
met one IRL girl with my name, and she spelled it so different with less letters, and there was a Y, and I was like, why is there a Y? There shouldn't be a Y. It's weird.
Is there a Y?
Jesus Christ, enthuse. That's nuts.
No. I remember high school and college. Somehow there ended up being a lot of people with the same name as me, and every single one of them spelled it differently somehow.
I missed it, Mason, but I'm glad. I try my best. I do try to remember. You guys are important to us too.
Exactly.
And I know y'all remember stuff about me that I don't even remember sometimes. So.
Oh yeah.
You deserve it.
We are
too.
open books on here. We don't even know what we're sharing.
That's a lie. I do know. But do I say more sometimes than, maybe?
I think that goes without saying.
I will say, anytime we do Smash or Pass, I'm like, wow, these people know way too much about us now.
I have just collectively said, fuck it. I'm like, screw it. I'm going to lead hard into this.
You could definitely see the difference between, like, the very first Smash or Pass we did and the second or third ones have definitely, like, it's too late. Dylan, laid it all out in the first one. I guess we follow suit.
Literally, the first one was just like, oh, personality-wise, but also they're a murderer, so I can't.
It's streamer confidence. I feel like for me, at least for me personally, I'm not really concerned about it, but obviously I'm in a relationship with Dylan. So, that's like a us thing. So when Dylan's like, nah, whole hog, I'm like, all right, whole hog. There's no,
The couple that smashes together passes together?
Well, it's so funny. What's really, really funny is that if you really look at it, you could definitely tell the kind of relationship Dylan and I have. And it's very funny because definitely he'll smash some people. I'm like, no, not this person. And it's very funny. So it's like, yeah, what was it? Dylan and I have no people that only we have smashed. And Mars has passed. Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's very telling of we have opposite ends of the spectrum. Obviously there's a middle, like, who doesn't like Godot, right? Who doesn't like Edgeworth?
Top tier, come on.
No worries, Zilla. We are making Bikini
Ooh,
hot.
Hope the new Godzilla was good.
And we're pretty much done with the sketch, I think. With this mini sketch. The second
She is
pass.
looking lovely. I might have to change to a smash.
That's the goal! Oh gosh. Alright. Now it is time to do another sketch to kind of just iron out some more bits and bobs of the whole thing.
Yes. Really perfecto.
But this is what chat voted for.
Yes.
This is who, out of all of the people we have unanimously passed, that they wanted me to make a smash.
And we are doing...
Well,
well,
she
Ori
definitely
is
doesn't
doing
look
her
as
best.
old. She definitely has a youthful look to her for her age, 100%. But, you know, we just gotta... She's not
It's
everyone's
just too
cup
much
of
of
tea.
the anti-vibes.
Yeah, exactly. There's too much of the, like, this is my relative.
Yeah.
And that, I think, puts it over the edge. But now, she's showing off in a way where I think we can remove ourselves from that a little more, you know?
So what meme can we pair with her? We had Luke Atmey.
Okay, the sole
We need
reason that
something for
exists is just
bikini.
because that was Luke Atmey's pun name. You know,
But it worked out really well.
I had to do it. That meme was going around. I was like, oh, we just met him. Make Dylan voice act for it. It was just too good. I'm so glad, Nicole. All right. That's her crates.
Lovely.
See, posing with the crates. We might move it over some more. I think there's good. Because then if this goes like this, then this comes down and her foot's kind of on it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Oh, there we go. She learned how to pose. She learned how to put on her makeup.
Ah, no worries.
Sometimes the pose is half the battle.
I'm glad you like it, Lakitu. I'm glad that I am living up to my reputation of making characters hot.
Ori, I would definitely say you succeeded.
I'm glad. It's okay, I will say, it's very easy, in my opinion at least, to make, like, characters from scratch that are, you know, smashable, right? Like, because you're just going from scratch, you just draw, you know, what you think is nice, and it's done. But I will say, it is a challenge in order to take a character that already exists, without trying to really change the design or anything, and just give them their gay glow up, you know? And I'm very proud of myself and my artistic abilities to do that. Same with, like, the monsters, right? Like, it's just a cool way, because a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of art discourse sometimes about, like, oh, you can't just draw hot, you know, you pretty, you know, Pinterest girls or whatever. And it's like, you know, if it's a hobby, yeah, you can, you know, don't let anyone stop you.
Absolutely, you can. Don't let anyone dictate what you can draw.
You know, but it is definitely like a challenge to sort of take it the other way. And be like, oh, yes. I also will say, I'm having a lot of fun drawing Bikini's body type, because it's obviously not a body type I draw very often. And I'm very happy with how it has turned out. And I think there's definitely more characters coming our way like this.
Absolutely. We want to represent a whole bunch of characters.
But very fun. Alright. See, the challenges aren't just good fun for you guys. It's also forcing Ori to draw out of her comfort zone.
Yes.
That's why we started the
forcing her
comic.
to practice.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, how would I sexily hold basically up my shirt, but it's a tassel? Hold on. Okay, I looked very stupid.
In a minute,
but I
Ori's gotta
understand.
pose,
Vogue,
pose.
Vogue, Ori voguing. Okay, beautiful. Oh, interesting, Enthuse.
Oh, that's fascinating. That does sound like something Ace Attorney would do.
Oh, yeah. I will say that Ace Attorney doesn't always hit 100% with the puns. Sometimes I feel like I don't even know if this name is really a pun in English, but they do hit the nail on the head a lot of times.
They do try.
Maybe not even a pun, but like a reference sometimes, but you know. I do wish that someone would, you know, that like we didn't have to all be speculation though. I wish that there was like a confirmed, yes, this character's name is based off of XYZ ABCD.
I mean, I found a couple wikis that confirm.
Dylan's in. He's gonna come look at Smashable Bikini.
We need his opinion.
You're gonna like it. Come on, she looks great.
Oh God.
What?
Doesn't she look amazing?
Doesn't she look good?
As good as she can.
Wow. I guess
you're
he's
telling me that's
complimenting
not a
me.
smash?
You're telling Mars that's not a smash?
I don't even know what to say.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, boo.
Tisk,
exactly.
tisk,
boo.
tisk.
All right. So there's a reason you're not on this stream then. You're no fun.
Yeah. But does she have the Humpty Dumpty?
Yeah, she does. Look at it. She's so pretty. Yeah, see? Come on.
She's gorgeous. She's slaying. Look at her.
She's not Dylan's cup of tea.
Well, we can all have
okay.
personal preferences.
He is allowed to be wrong.
It's okay to have a wrong opinion.
Yeah, maybe her personality doesn't need to glow. Yeah, she doesn't have a bad personality. She's a little much, I feel. Yeah, exactly. Look, I think she's very nice. I think that she's definitely not maybe like 100% conventionally attractive, you know, obviously. Her body type is not that, and she is an older woman. But, I don't know, I feel like I got her pretty good here.
10 out of 10, Enthuse says.
Thank you.
I agree. 10 out of 10.
See, we don't need Dylan. You don't need Dylan to tell me about bikini. This is not how shirts work. Thank you. The southern accent is not attractive to you personally. I definitely didn't do like a hot woman southern accent though. I did like your aunt southern accent. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely was not, because I think that there is a difference. Just like you can have like the southern drawl on a man that is like, ooh, Jake Marshall. But you could also have one that is like nasalier, I guess, and definitely less attractive. I think Lakitu, if she had been given a little more direction, like she did, you know, like instead of what happened with Occult, if she had a little more direction, we could have had this.
Yeah.
And this is great.
You know, the magazine just did not do her
Gant's
justice.
accent? Yeah, and Gant had a like a southern drawl in there. But it was definitely different than like Jake Marshall's southern.
Lots of variety
don't
in terms of the accents.
Dylan is very good at accents. I would also say like Lotta's accent is not the same as Bikini's southern accent.
Oh, Lotta has way more of a drawl and a slower rate.
Yeah.
That was incredibly purposeful on my part.
Bikini has specifically based off Aunt Fanny from Robots.
Marshall was Texan, Gant was Alabama. I mean,
I
it kind of fits. I can see it.
can see it. Billy Bob John Southern, yeah. There's definitely a lot of nuance in the American Southern accent. And I think that can be lost on some people, but you guys are picking it up. You're picking up what we're putting down. Hello, Roval.
Hey, Roval.
Oh yeah, always good to see it. Always happy when you guys can identify the different accents. It's called a Cajun accent. I feel like that's different. To me, Cajun, in my knowledge, is different.
When I think Cajun, I think Ray the Firefly.
Yeah, Louisiana.
From Princess and
exactly.
the
Yeah,
Frog.
100%. Or even Dr. Facilier, but his is like, because they come from French, right? If that's my knowledge, it comes from the French accent, so it's different than the Southern accent. You know, because that's what they say, like, cher,
that's my understanding,
right?
yeah.
And everything like that. They say a lot of, like, words from French. All right, then maybe it is. Maybe it is, Mason. I won't argue with the wiki. The wiki probably knows better than I. Maybe I'm remembering the accent wrong. His voice.
It also comes down to the accent.
No, don't be sorry, Mason. I am not an all-knowing knowledge of Marvel characters. Yeah. Out of all of the things I know in this world, I would say that Marvel is not a big part of it.
I know the movie story beats, and that is it.
Yeah, basically.
I definitely don't know the deep lore.
So there are definitely much better Marvel fans than me, and I would say that the wiki encompasses many of them. So I think the wiki is a place to go on. No worries, Mason. But, never feel like you have to apologize unless you've hurt someone's feelings, I guess, right? So, you didn't hurt my feelings.
I feel like that's a good rule to go, boy.
Yeah.
Bye. Bleh. Can't talk anymore.
Alright. Watered up. Let us continue.
Righty.
I do like this bikini. She's so nice.
And she came out amazing.
I'm very happy.
I'm so impressed.
I'm impressed too. This you guys is definitely didn't go
She is
easy
very
on me.
coy and enthused.
She's very coy. And that adds to it.
It's the look. It's the look and the way she's like dancing.
Come on. If Ori's got anything down, it's the looks. Okay? It's the looks. It's the looks so hard that Ori does it and they're not trying to be anything. Have you seen the Outcast voice? Honestly, one of my favorite
Which
things
could come back to bite us in the butt one day, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I accept that looks can have many meanings, and that's why giving hints is notoriously difficult.
Well, that's why writing is nuanced. You gotta pay attention to the characters' expressions and the words they're saying.
That is also true. I definitely didn't cartoonize her. I did make her a short stack, but she is definitely a little more proportional than I don't even know how this would. She's got like shoulders, and then her torso is, you know.
She's very square in the original.
Her legs are too short in the original. That's the big downfall.
Yeah, she has the upper half.
Yeah,
of her
there
legs.
you go. Exactly. She
bikini.
has full legs. In this one, she doesn't have legs.
Trivia is done.
Is it one I can answer? Let's see.
It might be. I gotta check in. Let me see.
Ooh. Calling me out, Pastry Puff. Are you calling me out with this bonus question?
I'm just gonna guess because I have no freaking clue.
that was it. And the other thing was... I think I got called out. Yeah, I did get called out.
I'm checking Ori's answers. Holy shit, I got it right! Oh,
Nice.
nope, my check was taken away.
Oh no!
Where's my check?
Now
Pastry puff!
character
How
maven.
could you? I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't think I can get more specific. I don't remember. Okay, you know what? I could try.
I know.
I'm
the
gonna
answer
try.
now
I'm gonna
that,
try.
That I saw Mars's. I was reminded.
Uh.
Yeah, there's just not enough leg on that man, Mason. There's not enough leg. Damn, you know, I was concerned that I was not gonna do bikini justice, but I'm very, very happy. I would have to move Ori's bikini up to a smash. Okay, this foot is not happening though, and I need to fix that.
No apologies, Nia Pastry Puff. I was joking. Oh, okay. Partial credit. I'll take it. Yay! Guys, I got a 50 on my test!
Mars got it, you tried! Star!
Woohoo! Hey. Ori, you kind of got the same. You got an X and a green circle, so...
Well, the green circle's because I got the
half
bonus
credit.
right, because I was the one being called out. So now I know what Jacques Horseman doesn't like. I got called out so hard. I'm sorry, guys, sometimes.
Well, now I gotta check your answer. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did joke about that.
We joked about me literally
For a
reading
while,
and forgetting
actually.
it.
Ooh, Lakitu and Nicole.
And thus ruining the joke.
Okay, that's the details.
Yeah, immediately after I got it wrong, I was like, oh, yeah, I know what it was.
I forgot about that. How long was that? 2 years ago now?
Yeah, okay, guys.
Hi!
So I was editing Ace Attorney Turnabout Big Top video, the second stream. And I said in that video, I described the thumbnail of a video that had just been uploaded on the YouTube of our Ace Attorney YouTube, and it's like Inception now. It's so wild.
We should really have a counter for how many times we predicted a future case in the series.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about.
I feel like we do that
We've
a
done
lot.
it a couple times. We have definitely done it a couple times. We have me saying Iris as a name of a flower. We have Dylan saying, oh no, she was possessed. Later case. We have Edgeworth is gonna be on trial and prosecute himself, basically. Turnabout vibes. That's 3, I think. Those are the main ones I remember. Yeah, the ghosts. That's another one. The ghosts. That's like 4 of them now.
Go us.
Yeah, so that's 4 of them now. It's so funny. It at least, I think it points to the game design though, like the story, that it's so outlandish that even though we're joking about it being outlandish, it's still in the realm of possibility, and then
I don't know if that was predicting Nicole.
Yeah,
I think that was just happy accident.
I don't know. I could count it. I wouldn't be opposed to counting it.
If you really wanna.
I mean, it's pretty funny.
I was like, I was right about the pants. It was just for the wrong fucking
But
case.
those are my two favorite things. When we literally are like, oh yeah, we know this case is gonna happen without realizing. And when we say the line that the character says.
Oh, those are the best moments.
Honestly, that's my favorite shit.
Hands down.
When one of us says literally word for word the line that the character we are voicing says before they can say it. To me, that's just so wild. It's so, like, crazy.
This is like, oh we're so on point. It's so
like
good.
It's like I've won method acting at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like at that point, it's like, oh yes, I have method acted into assimilation.
Yes. Look at us. We become the characters.
Look at us now. Yeah, if you say step ladder, I'm going to slap. I literally, so that's been edited. That's a short. I think it's a short that's coming out eventually. But yeah, if you say step ladder, I'm going to fucking slap you. Ugh. And then what do I say? I say, Maya's like, what's the difference? And I start saying like, well, it's, Ori knows the difference, but I want to die. Who is your favorite character to play, like, each of our favorite role to voice act?
Favorite voice role? Let me think.
I really do love Phoenix. I think I just relate to him too much, and I'm, like, very much, you know, like, I predictive what he says. I relate to how he acts a lot of the time. Not all the time. Sometimes he's a little, but a lot of the time, I can feel it. I can vibe with it. Sadly, I just don't voice that many characters because I've been Phoenix, you know? So, I feel like, ask me again after Dylan Show and Dylan Show 2, when I have a lot more characters under my belt.
Oh, I do like voicing Lotta. Not because I can make her say bad things. It's more so, but kind of along the same vein. I go off script with her the most. Like,
yeah,
I do go a little off script with Maya,
Phoenix.
but it doesn't happen too often. I feel like with Lotta, I can ad-lib with her a bit more.
Yeah.
Because I just have so many emotions about her, and I can make her say some, like, out-of-the-box things. And Ori will be like, "Oh yeah, no, that's cool, that's great."
But that's exactly why I like Phoenix.
I do really like voicing her though. Something about the southern drawl and everything is very fun to do.
I will say though, I did enjoy doing Ron Delight. I didn't obviously give him like a lot of ad-libbing, but they do give him like the quiet and then like the, you know, and just the voice I picked for him, I did enjoy doing overall. So I did have fun with that one. I would bet that Dylan's, this is just a guess, Dylan's favorite is Von Karma, by far. Like, Manfred Von Karma. He loved that man. He wished that he didn't die and he would come back so much. He's still sad about it to this day.
I will say another character I love voicing is Mia. Just because she has that confidence about her, and she's got the skills to back it up. Like, Maya can sound confident, but she's not a lawyer. She is smart in her own way, but Mia's just got that, like, I am in charge sound to her. And it's really fun to do.
I love Dylan's Von Karma. I don't think that case would have been such a, like, slam dunk. Obviously, it's still a really good case, but I think that Dylan's portrayal of Von Karma, like, sold the whole thing for me. Same with, like, Rise from the Ashes. I think I'd be more annoyed with Rise from the Ashes if Dylan didn't play Gant, because Gant was funny. You know, like, he had a good time. Dylan's Godot is also very good. Dylan loves the villains and, like, the characters like that, so he has a lot of fun playing them. I kept trying to ask him. I'm like, Dylan, I need your pointers because now the Dylan show. I'm voicing a lot more characters, right? Like, how do you do it, Dylan? How do you make such cool characters? So I'm like, Dylan, come to me, Dylan. Tell me your secrets. And he's like, I don't know. And I'm just like, Dylan, this is not helping. He's like, I just do it.
You
like,
have to say it.
I need to know. So I took some of his advice into my second portrayal of Jacques Sportsman, and I think I improved a little bit.
Would say so, absolutely.
Your favorite Dylan voice is the news reporter Dylan and Luke Atmey. Luke Atmey was great too. I also think I would have found Luke Atmey incredibly annoying if Dylan didn't voice him.
Sometimes it's all about who's playing the character. Least favorite character to voice? I
think it was, for me, it was Angel Star, because I picked a voice that was kind of slow and she spoke way too much. So just overall, the combination was just kind of rough. And it was just like, I wish that it didn't take so long to say your lines, but it's kind of tough otherwise.
So I am definitely biased because I was doing this while I was sick and using my voice a lot during the day, but Larry started killing me after a while. And whenever he appeared on screen, I was like, oh, fuck.
Well,
Not
yeah,
you.
Exactly, Nicole. Exactly. Was Angel... See, okay, so this is the fun thing. Jean Armstrong definitely killed my voice. I think that's my most, rough on my voice I've ever played, is Jean Armstrong. I will say Phoenix's is pretty, it can get bad, but I will say overall I've, practiced Phoenix enough that I'm, pretty good at keeping his up for a long time. Jean Armstrong's was definitely the one where I'm gulping water down. I'm like, oh my god, I need to this is Dylan's Will Powers is, my Jean Armstrong. And when we first started, I was very concerned about the voice I was doing for him, because I would not say that my French accent voice is good or, fun or anything like Dylan's, Godot was or anything. I wouldn't say I have a good French accent. But when I listened back, at least the first time, to my Jean Armstrong, I will say it was better than I expected personally, in my own head. So I actually kind of enjoyed it by the end. Well, yeah, his French accent isn't good either, but it sounded more like a guy and just better than I had expected overall. I felt it fit very well. And so overall I did enjoy it, and I also enjoyed I did all his motions, so I'm shimmying and moving back and forth, and I liked how much it annoyed Dylan. So I actually had a lot of fun doing Jean Armstrong. I wouldn't say I had a ton of fun doing Angel Star. Our favorite unexpected witness, Polly, the killer as the transceiver, Dahlia being canceled. So
I definitely liked the killer on the transceiver just because of how the transceiver reacted. That was delightfully surreal and cartoony.
I think Polly's
really
my favorite.
Enjoyed that.
One, because it is the first one, so it has the most shock value, 100%. But two, I think it's my favorite because the setup for it is, why don't you cross-examine the parent, Phoenix? And then he's like, you know what? Why don't I, Von Karma? And Von Karma's like, wait, what? Hold on. Wait, what? And so just the setup for it is really funny. Oh, I'm so happy you think that, Nicole. That really does mean a lot, I will say. I feel like in my brain, I have 3 decent voices. So Ace Attorney overall is really, really pushing me to do a bunch of different voices. Right now my Dungeons and Dragons character is very much, well, that too, Pastry Puff, yeah, that too. He then also prepped the parrot, so it's just the layers.
This man
of that one
saw
really
every
funny.
single angle and accounted for them.
Yeah, the layers of that one is really
Freaking
funny.
wild.
Psychological warfare. Yeah, Jinx indeed, Nicole. Okay, who's gonna owe who a soda?
That is the question. I feel like it would be the person who typed it last, right?
Well, they haven't done double Jinx blackout yet.
Ooh. Okay, we gotta work our way up to that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Honestly, that Larry was good, right? I liked that. That we kind of set up that Larry's kind of a hothead. He's kind of unpredictable, you know, from the standing of like
from his trial
on the thing. Yeah, from his first trial. So it was set up, and then to have that in the end, and how it all came together with him being like, "No, I was listening," and then it was like, "Oh, he was listening to the like the hot DJ talk or whatever, right? Like he sounded nice and he was lonely or something." And like that's a little cringe, but it's not the worst thing in the world. He was lonely. It was Christmas, you know? He could be a sad man looking in the water for his inflatable steel samurai blow-up thing. And how that was like the whole thing. I liked that a lot. That's another layer of, you know, Turnabout Goodbyes, is that whole like there was another gunshot. It was beforehand, you know. It was just like, oh, it came together so well.
All the pieces fell into place so beautifully.
So you say Jinx, right? But if you both say Jinx at the same time, then you go double Jinx. But if you both say, you know, and then you say you owe me a soda, but then the other person has to come back, and there's like a whole thing. Blackout, that's what it is. Because you have to, so you reset it, and then you owe me a soda. It's a whole thing. Yeah. There's like a countdown. At a certain point, it stops having meaning, and it's just an order you say things. Because it's Jinx, double Jinx, blackout, 1, 2, 3, you owe me a soda. Knock on wood. So yeah, at a certain point, there's less meaning to the whole thing, and it's just like, if you say Jinx, my brain can't not do the rest of it, right?
Yeah. It's just programmed into us.
Like, okay, how many people's days am I going to ruin? The game. Don't make me feel old. Somebody react to chat, please. Don't make me feel old. I'm begging you.
Guys!
Okay, Enthuse knows what it is. Okay, we're good.
Thank God.
Enthuse, I'm safe.
I was about to die. I was about to die. I was about to cry.
What I like about the game is that it's very simple, and that it's just kind of like it's a literally no stakes thing, right? That you could just have, and it's fun that you could just be like the game, and then a group of people go, like, I don't know. It's just like, that's the reaction you're supposed to have, right? And so it's just like a fun little like inside joke that the vast majority of a generation are in on, and I enjoy that sort of thing. Like, I wonder if younger generations
It's like an inside joke.
Like, I don't know. I know everybody's kind of roughly in the same thing. You don't have a clue, Nicole? Basically, Nicole, and it might be because it's like an American thing. Basically, there is a game that is called The Game. And the point of the game is to not think about the game. If you think about the game, you must say out loud at a decent volume, I just lost the game, thus forcing everybody hearing you say this to lose the game.
To think about the game.
Yep, and thus lose the game.
Exactly.
And that's literally the premise. And I like it just because it's very simple.
It's very simple, and it's one of those games like you can literally play anywhere.
Well, I like that it's always going on. There's not a winner, right? And it's more just like an inside joke.
I mean, that is true, Enthused. That's like the 4D chess move.
But Enthuse, you have to forget so hard that you don't even know what the game is.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the problem.
And you have to
if you ever
never
remember,
be then introduced
then you have
to
to
the
announce
game
it.
for the rest of your life. You have to die having forgot completely what the game was. Right?
A lifelong
You're an
game, if
infant.
you will.
You're an infant. I don't think you're an infant, Nicole.
How did an infant get on our channel?
How
We're
is an
definitely
infant
not saying
speaking,
infant-appropriate stuff.
Yeah, we're definitely not an infant-appropriate channel. Oh boy. Mm-mm.
I don't see any Bluey playing on here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Mars, that means nothing.
I know.
Bluey is
Okay,
for all
you don't
ages.
see any Peppa Pig on
There
here.
you go.
How about
Fuck
that?
Peppa Pig. We don't Peppa around here. We don't Sayu Pig or whatever the fuck they call it.
Oh my god.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it just as much as Sayu. Please.
That had to be some of the funniest shit I've seen.
Honestly, stream pets are always a riot for a lot of things.
Stream pets are a blast. I mean, now we have a little Flare on our desk.
He'll
And he's so
improve
cute.
slowly. We'll get him there.
He can grow.
No,
No, we're not
No.
smashing pigs.
That is.
We're
a
not
weird-
smashing or passing pigs.
That is the weirdest.
That's where I
sentence.
draw the line.
Okay, now Mars. However, if I drew a pig collar, I think we would have a different line. But
Oh, if it were a pig collar, it would be a different story. Because
yeah,
there's some human to work with.
exactly. Show us the flare. Can I add him in easily? Image.
He might be hidden by the screen. I don't know.
No, he's not on this thing, but I can bring him on. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Move him down.
Oh, there he goes. Shrinking down.
Move him over. He is big.
Thought for a second you would put him on my shoulder. Oh, look at him, guys. He's traveling.
Okay. He's
Very
not,
slowly.
He's not high enough. Hold low enough.
If I move my arm, pat, pat.
There
Pat,
we
pat
go.
his little head.
Now he's on the desk. There's Flare. Goes well with Mars's outfit.
Sink into the desk.
No, I'm not gonna make him sink into the desk.
I mean, he does go pretty well with the outfit. I do have a Raven badge, as we
Yeah, a
established last day's
Raven.
tutorial. Which, I gotta say, Ori, your Raven badge looks so much more like a Raven than the actual
Thank you.
game Raven
I tried
badge.
very hard. I tried very, very hard. You know, I like wings and shit, so like, it was important.
We're getting a request for
Put
flare
him
on my
Mars's
head.
Okay.
We've gone full Polly the Parrot here.
He's like
Flare
your
is just
bun.
chaos. He's
like
flying
your
all over
bun.
the room.
Hold on, he's not centered enough for my liking.
I'm trying to be still so he doesn't fly away.
There you go.
It's not even smashable, Nicole. It just looks like an actual Raven now.
I made the Raven smashable. Little guy alert, indeed.
Little guy.
He is.
He's my bun now. He's my hair bun.
Yeah, he just is Mars's bun now.
He's gonna make a nest on my head.
He already did. He's sitting in your bun. I will say, guys, there is a goal to eventually make Mars and I and Dylan all our own tea pets. Or he just has a lot of shit to do.
Ori has a lot to do. And so does Mars. That's just the nature of making a comic.
Okay. You have 3 rows.
You can stay, Flare. Be good up there.
He'll just chill.
I mean, once
No
we all
honey
have our own
bunks.
tea pets, they could all chill like on our shoulders,
Exactly,
on our heads,
yeah.
on our desks.
Well, I think what'll actually come first is there's a couple flare upgrades I want to do. And I want to, and then there's a bunch of profile related stuff I gotta do for Streamiversary.
Yes. I gotta finish up our backstories.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna be real content creators. We're gonna have avatar backstories like all the big boys.
Yes. Look at us.
We're gonna have lore.
Maturing. We'll have some lore, yes. Written by Lore of Mars.
Exactly.
Yes, yo indeed, enthuse.
Yo indeed. Lore of Mars, yep.
I gotta say, my favorite moment of introducing that concept to you and Dylan was when Dylan was like, that's okay, I'll make my own backstory. And then I sent like a little snippet and he was like, yeah, no, that's fine, she can do it.
So basically I brought it to Dylan.
That
I was
cracked
like,
me
Dylan,
up.
would you be okay with having like backstories for the thing? Mars is gonna write some for, you know, her and me. And he's like, oh yeah, that's fine, but I want to write my own. I was like, oh, okay, like I'll tell Mars. And Mars is like, oh, okay, that's fine, I understand, but this is what I had. And Dylan's like, Mars can write it.
The way he fits into things just plays so well into...
It worked so well.
Spoiler alert, I basically wrote a creation myth for
it's really
the
cool.
Folding Planets universe.
Where's the stream command? Okay,
Very
I'm gonna
fun
be
stuff.
completely honest, Lek2. I don't know how they do it with the points, and I think you have to be affiliate on Twitch, which we are not. However, I do know that I have some overlay shit that does make a stream pet that allows normal commands. I don't know if it'll work on YouTube, though. That's the one thing I'm not sure about yet. I think last time I checked, it didn't work on YouTube. But there will be some Flare-related upgrades in the future.
In the future. Nicole, we're going to have lore of Mars. We're going to have lore of Ori. We're going to have lore of Dylan.
So enthused. We were... actually, I think you're more just talking about Lakitu joining Twitch. But it's funny because we actually were affiliate once. But in order to dual stream, you're not supposed to legally be affiliate. And I just didn't want to deal with it. I just didn't want to worry about it.
It was too much of a headache.
We didn't really have a lot of, people at the time. It wasn't like we were making, like, the big bucks off of being affiliate or anything. So we were like, I'd prefer to stream on YouTube than be affiliate. And, yeah. However, YouTube is definitely not up to the level of streaming capabilities that Twitch has overall, but such is life. We ain't trying to hack it.
We had to pick and choose, but we aren't playing 4D chess here.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hack it.
Want to keep it nice and simple.
Being a streamer as my main job, so it's more of a fun bonus.
Exactly. Which makes a world of difference.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me bring these in here. Okay, it's on to the lines, guys. The lines!
Oh, look at how far we've come!
Oh, snap, Nicole. I would never leave YouTube. I would never leave YouTube. Honestly, to be completely honest, I prefer YouTube overall, just for, like, you're more discoverable, you're more just, like, having the videos as part of it, when you get to the point where you can make revenue, it is just slightly better, not even slightly, significantly better than revenue streams on Twitch when you do get, like, in there, but the big thing is discoverability. We definitely, at this point, Enthuse have more regulars on YouTube. When we first made the switch, though, we were significantly evenly split. Right? We were 100% evenly split. and we had a fair amount of people that didn't
And even
want
saying
to,
that is so wild.
yeah, didn't want to move from Twitch, and we didn't want to lose anybody.
Yeah. It was a whole thing. We had to pick and choose carefully.
I'm glad. Let me see if I can show a larger image of Mars's avatar. Here. Avatars. Mars. Okay. Oh, the scarf I definitely got very well. But the bird, the badge, I definitely, like, I just care about wings more. So I did try to make it wings more. But I can see, like, this definitely looks more like a beak and everything. But, like, I definitely cared about the wings. And then, yeah, this was definitely
Well, it actually
wings.
does look like a beak. I mean, I still don't see legs, per
Well,
se.
I definitely
Maybe a little
did
bit when
not-
you back out, but...
I mean, it's definitely a stylized thing no matter what. Like,
It's
I was
more
basing it off of the thing.
pointed than it is rounded, and
Oh,
that
100%.
helps the beak illusion.
But the wings were important for me to make wingy, and then yeah, the scarf is very wingy. So I will say the outfits on this game go a lot harder than the other ones. These were the
They
most
do.
like labor-intensive avatar outfits I think I've had to make for everybody.
Or you
Yeah,
had to
it
make
is a
yourself
symbol thing.
Fluffy jacket.
Yeah, my jacket. Not even
I just
the
noticed I
fluffy-
have a belt under my vest.
Yeah, you have a little belt.
I never noticed that.
Where's me? Not what I want. She long lang. So yeah, so Mars has that pattern that I hand drew on her vest, and I had to draw this dragon design on my sleeve, and then these little tiny border lines, and then the dragon design on the belt. Like, there's just a lot more little things. Yes, now it's Big Ori. And just a lot more, like, details that, the other avatars, like, never had. Like, the other
So
outfits just
different.
don't have. Talking about designs. Here you go, Dichotomy. This is what you came for, right? This is the pass to Smash. Honestly, I am so fucking happy with this. She looks so good. I am impressed.
She
with
looks
myself.
incredible.
Okay?
Like, this is crazy good.
I am impressed with my own I was concerned about Bikini. I really was. But honestly, I think she's easier than
You
if I
didn't
got
have
like
to be.
Yeah.
You did really well.
Yeah.
I mean, look at her. She's
Oh,
so
look at the
good.
little baby. Wah. Oh, now look at the big baby. Wow.
Wow.
I know she is so pretty. I don't even know how I did it, if I'm being completely honest, guys. It just it's an
Ori's a
innate-
miracle worker, guys. What
it's
can
an
we say?
innate ability that I have. I can see the beauty in everyone. I just have to draw it out.
You see, this is what Capcom was sleeping on. They could have had this.
Yeah,
If
with
they were
Ori on the
brave
team,
enough.
everyone in Capcom would have been a smash. Everyone in Ace Attorney would have been a smash.
Yeah, guys, if you hire Ori, your characters will look good.
Yeah, guys. So this is my commission pitch. Commission me if you want your character to be hot.
I can't imagine a greater commission pitch than watch me make this character smashable. If only they hadn't run out of cartridge space. Sigh. Oh god, fixing
Indeed.
a potty is going to be a ride.
I feel like I would be surprised if he comes up soon or not though. No one was really voting for him. So it'll be a while.
It's wrong to vote for him.
Yeah, of course it does. his whole deal is rough, you know?
I just cannot bring myself to.
As
I think
most
I
of
picked
the
Sal over him.
everybody but Enthuse picked Sal over Hottie the first time. Would have been Victor Kudo.
Fixing Kudo's nose is going to be a feat.
Kudo would have been tough. The ones that I think that would have been really tough would have been Victor Kudo, would have been Hottie. Would have. I feel like Yanni Yogi would have been fine if I'm being honest, because when he does his solid snake transformation, he's not that bad.
Yeah, no, when he looks serious, he like kind of turns it on a bit.
Yeah, it's not half bad. But,
Sal, I feel like you got something to work
Sal
with.
I actually wasn't concerned about because the reason. So this whole idea was spawned because when I drew the cover, the thumbnail for the Steel Samurai redirect, Dylan was dressed as Salmonella. And I didn't think that I would be able to make it
no matter
look
what.
good. Yeah, but it's just like, oh, he looks real good. And so I'm like, you know what? I could probably make Salmonella look pretty good. Yeah, Dylan Sal looks pretty good. So for Ace Attorney streams, Mason, it is a permanent change. That's why today was 7:30. Ace Attorney streams should not normally be on Tuesdays. The other two streams are normally at 8:30, usually. I think they're slightly different this week. One is at 8 on Friday, just because we changed days. This week is very weird, but the normal, quote-unquote, will be 7:30 Eastern Daylight Time on Fridays for Ace Attorney streams. Other streams will be Tuesday, Thursdays at 8:30. That is the normals. I will say this week and possibly next week are going to be a little wonky. But yeah, what I just stated is the average. So please,
we're gonna do our best to stay consistent.
Yeah, but definitely keep an eye on. Yeah, this week is just bad because Dylan got sick and he had other plans originally, so it was just like a whole lot of stuff. Because he was gonna, he is
of unforeseen factors. Yeah. Life just kind of happens sometimes.
So that's the whole thing. I foresee next week being a little wonky for relatively similar reasons, but not because
we're gonna play it by ear and figure out.
Honestly, I think next week
schedule.
I'm almost definitely is gonna be the Ace Attorney tier list. I think that's the plan. One, because that was my plan originally. And two, knock on wood, there's a high chance that I get sick with what Dylan has. And while I'm still more than happy to stream, I don't think I could do voices if I get what Dylan has. And
Ori, if Dylan and I can get a pass to recover and recoup, so do you. Please let yourself rest.
You misunderstand, Mars. I want to stream.
I know you want to stream.
Work.
I wanted to stream too, but I physically couldn't.
Honestly, Dylan could have streamed. He just couldn't have done voices. He's like over there playing video games with his pals. So like, I don't think I'm gonna be that out of commission.
I'm telling you guys, be careful with your voices. I've studied this.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You don't want to do damage.
I wouldn't be doing wonky voices, and that's why. But so that's probably the plan. It will be tier list next week. Just makes life easy. And because that was the plan originally, was once we finished Turnabout Visitor, was going to be the tier list. He is on the mend, Nicole. He did state to me today that he has improved from yesterday, where he was probably his worst. He says he was feeling a little sick last Friday. He never told me that, so that's just what he's saying now. Saturday he woke up and he was definitely sick. Sunday he felt worse. Monday he felt worse. today he's feeling better. So that's good.
Okay.
So he's on the mend.
Lots of soup, lots of tea.
Yep, indeed.
That's the trick.
I have only caught COVID once personally. I think this is Dylan's third time, actually. This is the only one that really
hopefully
is
remain at 0 for the foreseeable future.
scratching his throat
Knock
up,
on wood 1,000 times.
but I don't know, Mars. I think it'll come for you eventually. You have too much life left to get sick with it. That it'll be like
I'm gonna stay free forever.
I'm just Mars at this point. It's like
Hopefully.
the cold. That's all I'm saying. Not the cold, the flu, which you did catch.
Well, yeah.
So I'm sorry. Also, with working with kiddos, Mars, I'm gonna say if you manage to stay COVID free the rest of your life, I'm gonna tell you, I'll be fucking impressed.
Oh, then I guess I just gotta aim to impress then.
Yeah, you do. You were inconsolable. It felt so uncomfortably warm. So my one experience with COVID so far was definitely very similar to the symptoms Dylan's having, though I had much more of a strong fever. I had a really, really, really bad fever when I had COVID, and but it was like scratchy throat, but in a way that was like, you know, water soothed it. It wasn't like strep where everything hurts, right, to swallow. It was just like dryness, I guess, and a cough sometimes, but definitely a lot of chest congestion I had when I had it.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
And I think it took me about 5 days. Dylan's definitely a lot more lethargic overall. Hey, and I will say, and this is another testament to I'm probably still going to stream anyway, is because when I had COVID, I was on a trip to the Netherlands and Belgium as my graduation gift that had been postponed twice because of the pandemic. And there was no fucking way that it was going to keep me and my dad down. So we did every single tour still. We're talking in the cold, in the rain. You know, it was freezing. Oh, I'm sorry, Mason. It could definitely, like, when it first started, it was definitely a rough topic to talk about. But thankfully, I think we've gotten to the, like, technological point, I guess, where it's not as much of a threat as it used to be. So I think overall, it's definitely like being treated a lot more like
it's
the
definitely
flu,
something to
where
still
it is something
be
that's like
careful of.
Yeah, I think akin it
we've
to the
made
flu
strides.
now is definitely like where it's like, yeah, the flu can be deadly. Like people do die from the flu, but it's definitely not the boogeyman in the middle of the night that it used to be. I mean,
I
who
definitely
wants to
still
get sick
have
anyway?
off feelings about COVID just because of long COVID, like the
Yeah,
lasting effects of it that can
that's scary.
continue for months, years. Like that terrifies me.
I definitely
don't like the idea
want
of that.
to get it, but I do think that at least the ones we're dealing with now are less the long COVID giving ones, it seems. Like that's my understanding of it, especially if you've had the vaccine and stuff. So I'm obviously I don't want to be sick at all. The flu also sucks. You know, all of it sucks. I don't like, to me at this point
terrible.
It's like it is all equally shitty to be sick. It would be
like,
replaced
no thanks,
by
I don't
tier
want
list
this.
if that is what we're doing, Pastry Puff. And I'm going to predict that that is what we will be doing, but I make no guarantees. I also predict that it might be on a different day as well, so we'll also see.
So keep an eye out on that schedule, guys.
Yeah, and I can see why you feel that way, Mason. It was a lot of that vibe for a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
I think, I hope, you know, and I think one day most people will, you know, it'll calm down that fear. I mean, it's still relatively recent, you know, in our memories, so I don't blame anyone for still being,
think about it,
you know, whoopsie about it. I also feel like it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I had it, so, you know, I got to experience it in a way, right? And, like, be like, oh, it wasn't as bad as, like, you know, you're sort of concerned about it being at this point in time, or at least the one I had. But who knows?
Everyone's
Illnesses are
experience is
weird.
different.
Indeed.
This is one club I'd never want to join. You guys can keep this
Yeah.
club to yourself. I am happy in my corner.
Just like the Spanish flu and all of that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who of y'all remember the big like whooping cough? That was a big one.
oh,
H1N1. That was another big
Yep.
scare. I never got whooping cough. Knock on wood. I did get H1N1.
I don't think I got those either.
That was like a school thing. We were in like middle school, elementary school.
Yeah,
So
I
it was
think
like,
I remember.
So it was
it
like there
going
wasn't a
around
lot
at the
that you
time.
could do. That was kind of luck, you know.
Yeah.
It was like
I mean, we were literally walking through petri dishes every single day.
That's what I'm saying, Mars. I will be very impressed if you come out on top of staying out of the club, just because.
To be fair, at least where I am, my caseload is pretty small, and I'm in a contained
I
room
hope so, Enthuse.
where they come into my space that I can wipe down and keep clean, and I constantly have access to hand sanitizer.
Yes, but you have to hope that the child you are working with has not been forced by their parent to come anyway.
Well, there is no guarantee because at least 3 kids have coughed and hacked mucus this week.
That's what I'm saying.
But you just do what you can.
Exactly.
Lots of hand sanitizer. Lots and lots of hand sanitizer.
Well, it definitely wouldn't make you a loser, Mason. But yeah, it sucks to be sick. I don't think it. Honestly, in a way, I'm like, I kind of would be okay with getting sick to take sick days off from work. But I don't want to do it this week because my manager is out on vacation this week, and there's literally 3 of us, including him, and so it's already like kind of really hectic. And I'm like, I don't
boy.
want to make it just one guy, please. Can we? Can you wait until next
Like,
week?
hey, Virus, if you could just postpone until the
can you
next
make me sick next week?
eight,
If it's
8
gonna
to 10
happen,
business days,
just pick
thanks.
next week, because I'll totally take off, from work. Like if I'm feeling okay enough to not be bedridden, honestly, being sick is kind of like a yay, no school, snow day.
See, that's my problem. Unless I feel bedridden, I will still push myself to do the thing.
Yeah, I will still go to
Which
bed
is
early,
probably
but-
bad.
Good night, Lakitu. I mean, we should be
Night,
wrapping up too.
Lakitu.
Honestly, it is 10:30.
Oh, yeah.
after all.
It's about that time, isn't
So,
it?
Works out like a two. Thank you for the reminder.
Yes.
Will Bikini be finished? Yeah, eventually. I don't know when. One
All
day.
in due time. All in due
She
time.
will get the Luke Atmey treatment. But yeah. All right.
Maybe you
guys.
can help us find a meme that we can put to her. That will be chat's homework. Find a meme for Bikini.
Yeah. There's like the. And then I told you we needed more glitter. That's a good one.
That would work really
That's
well.
a good one. Yes, Ace Attorney streams
Yes.
are 7:30 to 10:30. Then so they are the same amount of time moved up, and the reason for
Yes.
that is because
So we're starting earlier.
this is not a call out for Dylan. He's perfectly viable to have this desire, but he has some friends that are solely available to play video games like Friday evenings, and he would like to play with them, understandably, because they don't live near us. And
Very relatable.
so to allow us to keep Ace Attorney streams as being on Fridays, the compromise was to move them earlier so that he could still play games with his friends reliably on Fridays when they're available. So that's it.
Yes.
So it is still 3 hours. It
That's
is
the
not
deal that has been worked out.
later, and it allows us to go to bed if needed. But yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, our streams usually run about 3 hours. That's the goal. Don't try to do any more.
That's usually the sweet spot.
There you go, Nicole. It's always nice to get up early. I hope it's not too early though. If it's like 6 in the morning, then I'm sorry. But if it's like
Not
8,
too early, but
you
if
know,
it's just
9,
enough to
yeah.
enjoy the day and actually
Oh my
feel
God, I
like you
slept
had a
in till, like,
morning.
11 on Sunday, and because it was a long day, and I was very upset. I was like, no,
Yeah.
the day is gone.
My day is gone. It's over. Non-existent.
Exactly. Alrighty. Good night, everyone. Oh, let me do the thing.
Oh, end
Thank
card.
you to
Yes.
our YouTube channel members. You mean a lot. All of your support. Nicole, we see you in chat. I know Lakitu was here. The
Oh, that's a
economy
good
popped
hour,
in.
Nicole.
To thank you all. Oh yeah, 8:30. A good hour indeed. It keeps you good. You want to keep that routine. You know, you don't want to change your waking up and going to sleep too much on the weekends. That's what they tell you. But
That's
thanks
what
for
they
hanging
tell
out,
you.
everyone.
Do we do that? No.
I do it decently. I do it okay.
Speak for yourself.
I
gonna
don't wake
sleep
up
in.
at 6 in the morning, no, but I wake up at 8. That's my goal. All right, good night, and hopefully Bikini will be finished soon.
Yes. We'll see her
you,
soon.
Thursday.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight.